Winners don't use drugs.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris, Vinny, thank you guys for joining me for this old school video game talk.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of old school games on my channel, so I was like, I figured I want to do a little talk about it. I always love talking old school stuff, especially video games.
Cool.
But yeah, man. So, Chris, you're a bit of an old school game enthusiast too. I
Oh,
seen
hell
your
yeah.
collection of all the old school games and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, of course I know you guys are like around my age, so you know the old school arcades and all that shit.
Yep.
Hanging
Yeah.
out and fucking
Yeah, the bowling alley used to have a lot of those.
Same with
Yeah.
my bowling alley in my neighborhood too. I used to go there. I used to go to the bowling alley in my neighborhood to play this one specific game. It was the
Oh.
very first wrestling game I ever played called Mat Mania.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
nice.
I actually used to trek out, like go around, not just my neighborhood, but like other neighborhoods around me. I would see, because every store had different games, and they were in every place. They were in the pizzerias, they were in candy stores and shit.
Yeah. There was like a newsstand kind of store that I used to live near, and he'd swap them out. He'd have like I think 2 or 3 games in the back, and like every couple of months he'd swap them out.
Have you ever seen an arcade cabinet that you recognize from a different store? Put in like say you see this one, it would have a particular tag name on the side, like somebody would graffiti on the side of it. Then you'd see it in a different store. Anyone ever had that?
I can't say that I've seen that.
Oh, cigarette burns too were another.
Yeah.
People would be actually smoking in the arcade.
Yep.
They would have a lit cigarette. They would put it in between the 1 and 2 player buttons,
Well,
and it would just cook away at the plastic.
like I was like, I was told later on, like, oh yeah, dude, like arcades were like seedy and like, like that's not the place you want to be. It's all dangerous and full of low lives and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of these like movies and TV shows, they always made the arcade seem like a drug haven.
Yeah,
I was
it was
never
opposite for me.
I never had to deal with that shit. Any of the arcades.
Yeah,
Nope.
I do. So in the arcades around here, we had the Cambode gangs from Lawrence and Lowell, Massachusetts, that would creep over into New Hampshire because in Nashville we had it was like Playland or something or Funland or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was like
they have those in Manhattan too, the Playland.
Yeah, and it's like the castle and everything, but like all like the Cambode gangs were fine. They never really started anything except for when you started with them. But like that was it. Like there was no like the biggest problem I had in the arcade was having enough money.
Yeah.
I mean, there were occasional instances where Street Fighter would turn into real Street Fighter.
Yeah,
I do remember something like that happen, but I wasn't there to witness it.
Yeah,
we used to leave the school for lunch in high school, and we would go to the pizzeria and play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
and then there was another store, a couple stores from the pizzeria that had Street Fighter. It was in the record store. We go into the record store one day after getting pizza to go play Street Fighter, and they won't let us in because some bigger kid beat the fuck out of a smaller kid for beating him in Street Fighter. It's like, talk about a sore loser.
Yeah.
But
do you remember that, walking into the arcade and hearing that discordant chorus begging for that change in your like in your pocket? That was the best sound ever. Like
all
1,000
jumbled
games
over, all the game sounds jumbled over each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck man, I love those Street Fighter games though, because when we moved to Florida, there was like an arcade that was like 1.5 miles away from where we lived, and man, that place was great. I loved it. It was like all before like the Chuck E. Cheese's and all that shit. But that's the first time I saw the Street Fighter 2 game, and oh my god, we had to wait. Like you couldn't go after a certain time. It's either you go earlier or you go on maybe sometime like late afternoon on a Sunday or something, because you'd have like the older kids and like guys in like their young 20s who would play that for money, the Street Fighter shit. And they would not stop. And if you try to get around them, like they act like assholes towards you.
Yeah, that I did deal with some of the older kids in the arcades, but they weren't real. They weren't big time assholes to me.
I liked watching them. Like honestly, like
Yeah, I
they-
did
we
too.
had-
I did. There was
You want a turn too? You know what I mean? Especially if you
see
played just
there was a
for fun.
specific game that I didn't like to play, and I would rather watch someone else play it. It was Outrun.
yeah.
I was never any good out at Outrun, but I used to love watching people play it because that game looked awesome. I just wasn't. I was never really good at driving games. So
Okay.
So Hampton Beach area had this boardwalk because New Hampshire actually has a very small coastline, and we got that everybody flocks to the beach in the summer, and there's this arcade that was on the boardwalk. Like it's a big friggin' 2-story one, and they had a Afterburner 2 machine.
is it the
And-
one that shook?
Yes, it was the one
Yeah.
that inside this enclosed thing.
Yep.
And
yeah.
stupid ass me, I looked like Chunk as a kid, but I was, had the Asian thing going, and like,
So you were a
like-
combination of Chunk and Data.
yeah, I was Cheta, but or Dunk, I was Dunk. But so I went in there, but my mother was like, we're gonna be leaving soon, so hurry up. And I'm like, oh man. And the guy's like, hey, there's no food or drink in the arcade. So here I am standing on the boardwalk looking in at all these awesome games. I'm like, fine. So I like chugged. I had a strawberry McDonald's milkshake, and I pulled off the lid and just chugged that thing. And I ran into the arcade. I'm like, oh, I only got like 15, 20 minutes. I got to find something. So I saw Afterburner 2 there. I'm like, yeah. And that's when I found out I get motion sick. So I get into the machine and I'm playing.
It had
I'm
to
like,
be a strawberry shake.
yeah.
Of course it did.
It was this pink, looked like Pepto-Bismol projectile spraying all over the place. And I just remember after I did it, like I was like a good 5 minutes into the game, and I'm just like, "Blah!" And then I like there's this like young couple, they're probably like late teens or whatever. And they're like, did that fat kid just puke in the machine? Gross! And I'm like running, like trying to get away from the scene of the crime.
Vinny, when you were up here, did you ever go to Nathan's? The hot dog place, some of the Nathans were big enough that they would have arcades in the back.
I remember going to a few of them, but I don't remember playing arcades in them.
Yeah, like there were the little tiny Nathans, but there were two
Was it
really
like they
big
had,
ones
like,
I
a
remember.
glass door before you could get into that area?
What happened?
Was it like a glass door? Like
Yes.
to get in?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was where you get the food, and then you go through the back door, and there's all the arcade games.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would fucking like pile up in the car, go to Nathan's, and like
Nice.
fucking Yonkers and shit. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
damn.
Fucking Nathan's was awesome.
What
They had
was
this-
your go-to game?
My go-to arcade game or any game?
Well, like what as far back as you can remember, like what was the first game that when you went into an arcade, you was like, I had to play that.
Probably Gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
Probably yeah, because Gauntlet was one of those where when I was saying I used to like go to the other neighborhoods to check out the games. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gauntlet was the first one I would like leave the neighborhood to go play.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Red Wizard needs food badly.
The one
you
that
doing,
was like
Frankie?
closest to me was like that newsstand place, and the game I could not stop fucking playing once he got it in was the Superman game, the side.
Oh hell yeah, the beat 'em
Oh
up.
yeah, which with Shazam.
It had like a
Played with
knockoff
Shazam?
Shazam.
Yeah, because they basically Superman's colors inverted. is what
Yeah,
they did.
yeah.
Yep.
But
But yeah,
dude,
that
I
Superman
fucking
game was awesome.
loved it. I was so pissed when he got rid of it,
How you doing, Tommy?
Oh,
when he swapped it out.
How you doing, Frankie? How you guys doing?
hey.
Yeah.
For me, it was Double Dragon. Like the
Yeah.
the
See, I was lucky enough to have Double Dragon in my neighborhood, so I didn't have to go check it out.
first.
I remember spending $7 beating that game as a kid.
I remember we got to the end, and then my buddy just started trying to kick my ass, and I ended up beating him, and he got all pissed off at me.
See,
'Cause,
I didn't beat it. I didn't have to go through that because I was playing it by myself, so I didn't have.
Oh,
to,
damn!
like,
You
I didn't
singled
have to-
that?
Yeah. That's why I went through $7. That game had such an incredible slowdown when the fucking enemies start to pile up on the fucking level. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Double Dragon 2 was awesome too. I think I like Double Dragon 2 better than the first one.
Rampage was the other one, man.
Yeah, Rampage.
Oh
was awesome.
yeah!
Fucking
Yeah,
love
Ram-
playing
I
it.
always
Narc.
played Ralph.
I'd say one of my go-tos probably was Narc.
Oh
North
yeah, I
It
forgot
was
about
so
that.
much fucking
Nice.
fun. That was the first game I remember where you could blow somebody up and you see their body parts flying through the
Yeah.
fucking air.
Oh shit.
Man.
But yeah, fucking see, let me try to think of what else I fucking WrestleFest. That was another one.
Yeah.
WrestleFest is one of my favorite fucking not just arcade games, it's one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games of all time.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I figure I'd.
Oh, this is your setup in your house?
yeah, this is
oh,
this is
okay.
my machine across the room.
No, I thought that
Amazing.
picture right there. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it
That's great.
yeah, I'll send a picture sometime. It's
Frank, since you're out there in the chat, what is the name of the one in Miami? There's an arcade place with the
WrestleFest.
go-karts and all that shit. I can't remember the name of it. I remember when we first went over there. Like that's the first time I we got to play not the first and the second time. I got to play it the X-Men game.
Oh hell yeah, the
That shit was a
Konami
lot of
one,
fun.
the beat 'em up. Hell yeah.
Yep.
I didn't.
So,
Yeah,
Chris has that one. I know he's got that too.
Which one?
The X-Men
yeah, the Konami, the beat 'em up.
beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, Welcome to Die.
Welcome to die.
yeah, that's
X-Men,
should be-
welcome to die.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That shit was fun.
Yeah,
Oh.
4 players or 5 players. Yeah.
Yeah, there were some arcades that had 6 players. Some of
Yeah.
like if like I remember seeing specifically in the movie theater, in the lobby of the movie theater, there was the 6-player one. But like if it was gonna be in like a pizzeria, they would have the 4-player ones. Well, this game, Ninja Turtles and The Simpsons,
Mhm.
were all basically the same game.
Yep.
Just with a different skin.
It's all
That
beat 'em up.
Simpsons game, I don't know why they never put that Simpsons game on a fucking home console.
I know.
They could have did that for Super Nintendo, or even Genesis. They could have did it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Boomers. What the fuck was the name of it?
Yeah, when you said go karts, I remember seeing a commercial for some place that had go karts and arcade games.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of this stupid place. No, I don't remember it being Boomers.
Yeah, see, this is one thing I never ran into going into arcades. I never ran into any of the tabletop games.
What tabletop?
Yeah, I never saw those anywhere around here.
Oh, the cocktail cabinets.
Yeah.
Where it's,
Mhm.
yeah. We had those at the dentist's office. We got to play asteroids and stuff.
Oh wow.
You had an arcade game in your dentist office?
Yeah, well, it was an orthodontist. When my sister was getting braces, I used to hang out in the waiting room, and there were 2 cocktail tables. One was Pac-Man, and one was
Holy shit,
asteroids.
that would make me want to go to the dentist.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Road
But,
trip.
Yeah. Oh, my teeth, they're so crooked.
So did you guys have PCs?
No, when we got to Florida, now that we got the word processor, we're gonna get a computer until a little bit later.
You mean like
Like a Commodore 64 or something like that?
Nah, I don't
Oh.
ever have anything like that.
Yeah, the only one that I put on here was the MSX. So we got like
Which
Metal
one's the
Gear,
MSX? I don't remember
got, like,
hearing that.
Metal Gear, the first Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. These were before the Nintendo, like
Oh, nice.
yeah, this is their old PC games.
Yeah, before the 2 NES versions, right?
Yep.
Oh, is that a Midway collection up there?
What's up?
Midway.
Two above that. 2 above this one. There's a Midway collection. Oh, it's the Battle of Midway. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Midway collection on. Check this out. I can do and go over to, so I made all these like little category collections.
Nice.
There's it thing. Oh, there
Oh,
it
you
is.
put all the Ninja Turtle games together?
Yeah, check this out. Where is it? So the arcade. Pizza Power.
Yeah, this game was so much fucking fun, man.
We were playing. Which one was it? The one that we were playing.
Oh, the one we cleared.
The
Shredder's
newer one, right?
Revenge.
You were playing the newer one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
there's
one.
there's
Or-
yeah the Shredder's Revenge. We were kicking ass
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
Mhm.
Then there's
That's
this
the one with like
Genesis.
Usagi Yojimbo, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we
And then-
unlocked them while we played.
and there was so this is a mod. Somebody made a mod of Streets of Rage or Streets of Rage 2, and
With
it's
the Ninja
all,
Turtles? Oh
yeah,
shit.
it's all Ninja Turtle. Like, hold on, let me see if I can. Like this is insane. Like they got all the bosses in there, all the sprites, and again, this is just totally a like a ROM hack, and like it's freaking. Hold on, let me get into the actual. So, oops, one player. So you can play Mikey, April,
Oh, you can
Splinter.
use April in this?
Hell yeah, yeah! You can unlock. Oh yeah, I unlocked Casey.
Casey Jones.
Nice.
Yeah, Raph. Where's my guy? Is my guy? Oh, there he is. Donatello.
You didn't unlock Usagi Yojimbo?
Nope. Oh yeah, I'll show you that other game that I got in here. But so so this is just basically Streets of Rage.
Yeah, it's the same exact level as Streets of Rage 2. The opening level for Streets of Rage
That's
2.
great.
And it's got like the Mausers and yeah, but let me oops. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I don't have the thing plugged in yet. But I do have there's a game that it's a fan made, it's a free game that you can get on PC called here it is, Rescue Palooza. And look at all the characters you can play as.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can play as Vern and Irma from Channel 6.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's some shitty, like really shitty characters in there.
Yeah.
But it's like you want to play with a handicap. You know?
It's the fucking what's his face from Married Children.
Yeah.
Marcy's first husband. That's who.
Oh,
Yep.
Steve, yeah.
Steve Darcy.
Steve Rhodes.
Or Steve
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Oh yeah, Steve Rhodes. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's right. She became Marcy Darcy after she married Jefferson.
Yeah.
What, APB, Frankie? I've heard of this game, never played it, and I never saw the friggin' the arcade.
Yeah, he was telling me about it. I don't remember it either.
Let's see if we got APB. Show me the APB. Let's see. Let's see. There's like, I wish I could do sub alphabet instead of just A's, but that's not how the front end works. APB, there it is. APB.
Oh shit.
Yeah, never saw that.
Yeah, let's see what this looks like.
I do remember Lethal Enforcers. That game was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vertical game. This could go good on my kiosk.
Oh, nice.
Look at all that wasted space.
Yeah, like 1943.
Yeah, or Super Contra.
Raiden is the same way. Raiden has that game. Raiden is a space shooter.
Yeah. Man, it looks, I don't know does it have an attract mode? Okay, here it is. Go get him, Bob.
Yeah, never seen this.
Aim at Litterbug and tap sirens until it flashes. So you're arresting Litterbug.
Litterbug.
Oh shit.
Woo, false arrest.
Looks kind of like
False
Spy
arrest.
Hunter.
Yeah. Demerit.
Yeah. Spy Hunter was great.
Yeah, Spy Hunter was awesome too.
I never had to play that. I was watching Frankie play it when we were kids.
Dude, they just threw the cop.
Wait,
my
what did he
God.
do? What did he just do? I completely missed.
You lost it. The paddy wagon drives in front of your car, and then the cop pulls you as the cop out of your cop car and throws
And
you in the
arrests
back of
you?
the paddy wagon.
Literally, he
Yeah.
punched you and then threw you in the back.
Yeah. That'll show him, Bob. God, yeah. Watch when he. It says you get demerits for like dinging the like the wrong.
The other cars.
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be pretty tough. You're like, not only are you driving, but you have to like.
Also, this pink asshole don't know how to drive. Look at him. He's swerving in front of you like a fucking idiot.
Collision. And then see, watch it. See, they pull the cop out, throw the cuffs on him, and then chuck him.
Whoa, only one time ding in the car, you lose? That sucks.
Oh my god.
That's
That
a
sucks.
bit. Look at all the stuff you got to keep track of on the side too. You got the gas, you got the speed, you got the number of litter bugs, your quota of the day. Good
Jeez.
God, man!
I'm
This
trying
is
to
like a
remember.
flight
Was
sim.
Spy Hunter the vertical screen like that?
Yeah, it
let's
was
find
Spy
out.
Hunter.
It was the
It's
vertical screen, right? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Yeah, you get out of the big fucking
Yeah, the truck.
the semi. Yeah.
What's up, Bowen? How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Hey.
Yeah, and then you had that asshole in the limousine that pulls up to you and blasts you with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, Rygar. Rygar was a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They remade it a few years ago.
Yeah, I always find out about these games that they remade. I'm like, what? Like my friend showed me a newer version of Strider. It's
Mhm.
probably not new now. That shit's probably over 10 years old. But
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah, the one for the Look at Sega's first Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Whoa, what was this for?
The arcade. These are all arcade games.
Oh no shit.
Sonic was
Yeah.
on the arcade?
Yeah, this is this was a ball, like you had a whatever it is, this paddle ball thing.
Yeah. Like Arkanoid used to have.
Yep.
Track
And this
ball.
was like, look at the characters. It was
Sonic, Knuckles, and is that supposed to be Tails?
no, it's actually, it's not even Knuckles. It's an armadillo
Oh.
named like something, and then
Oh yeah. There were a bunch of animals like they weren't all hedgehogs, right? That's right.
Yeah,
I
let's-
forgot about that.
yeah, this is like, oops, perfectly emulated. That's not good.
That yellow
uh,
thing looks like a beaver. It looks like it has a beaver's tail or something.
Yeah, that is. I don't like I don't have the trackball plugged in right now. Well, I do. It's on my arcade. Like right now, I'm controlling this with my keyboard. But with the trackball, you gotta like I don't know the way that
Yeah,
I
Marble
position-
Madness had the trackball too. I think the
Yep.
arcade of Marble Madness. That
And,
game
like,
was
those-
such a pain in the ass. Oh my god.
Golden Tee, and yeah. Dude, well, the problem with the trackball is you got to position it really low on the control panel because if you position it high, you can end up like punching the screen.
Oh shit! Is isometric fucking
Yeah.
Sonic?
Yeah, and this came out around the same time as when Sonic debuted on the arcade on the Genesis.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I had dead thought this whole time that Sonic was
Yeah.
just made up for the
Yeah.
console because
Yeah.
Sega wanted a Mario.
Yeah, so yeah, it's Ray the Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo, and then the very first appearance of Sonic is in a game called Radmobile, where he was a dangling.
Heard of that game? Never played it though. I heard
Yeah,
of it.
he was a dangling like I don't know, like an ornament or something that was like hanging from the rearview mirror.
Strider was $74 when it came out on the console on the Genesis.
Oh God, yeah. Let me
ridiculous.
go over to
Yeah,
Strider
it's
because
ridiculous.
we have multiple Striders. We've got not only that, but the Japanese version of Strider.
Mhm.
There's a Strider Hiryu, where it's a little more violent, but I don't have it on here because it's annoying. So you know how when Strider when he attacks, it's just like that shing.
Shring, shring. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it looks like a
in-
moon. Yes.
In Strider Hiryu, it's you hear his voice and he goes ha 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 ha.
Oh my gosh.
I remember. I think it was Strider Returns.
Oh
for-
yeah,
for
Journey from
Genesis?
Darkness.
When
Yep.
he swings the sword, it doesn't do that crescent moon thing. He just like slashes upward.
Oh
Man,
man,
that sucks. Why'd you take that off? That's
Yeah,
just-
Exactly. That's kind of like that was like the trademark of Strider.
Yeah.
did you guys ever see the TurboGrafx CD version of Strider?
They put that shit on TurboGrafx? I
Yeah,
had no
hold on.
idea.
Well, let me first show you the. God, see, this is where if I had to additional Star Wars.
See, this is why I like talking about the old school stuff, learning about
Mhm.
stuff that I never heard of too. I always
Yeah.
like hearing about shit like that.
Okay, so
Oh my god,
But
was that
here's-
Street Fighter the movie, the arcade game?
yes, there's there you go. There's
Now
Jean-Claude,
hold
goddammit.
on. I got a very important question about that game.
Mhm.
So Kylie Minogue played Cammy. Did they
Yep.
give her the proper thong with
Yes.
see her legs?
Yes, in fact,
Nice.
She didn't actually do the motion capture for
Yeah.
it, did she? She
Yeah,
actually
these are-
did.
They all did.
these are all the actors. Yeah, from the movie.
I
In
didn't know
fact,
that they actually got them to do it.
I remember hearing
Yeah, the
about it.
Ming-Na Wen.
I saw stills, but never played the damn thing.
See, I only know of this game from people making fun of it. I never played
Okay.
this.
Yeah, Ming-Na Wen. Yeah, that's right. She was Chun-Li.
Yeah. And Raul Julia is not the M Bison motion capture guy because he was dead by the time this came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What a shame that was that guy's last movie.
I know.
yeah. Guy sounds like he
Oh,
was an
shit.
awesome dude.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, this is West Studi.
Yeah, I remember people were making fun of this because like they were like, okay, so you took from Mortal Kombat, the game that was kind of ripping you off, and
Yeah.
you're doing the same
Oh,
thing
for
they're
real?
doing now.
Man,
Why do they always get Van Damme to play an American?
I
no
know
idea.
I sound totally American.
I love baseball and grilled cheese
Good-
sandwich.
Great hit for the summer.
That and the guy that plays Sawada there, you can see his little portrait there on the left underneath E Honda. Sawada was supposed to play Ryu, but they wanted a younger character, a younger guy to play Ryu instead, and they totally devalued like Street Fighter is Ryu's story.
Yeah, and they
You know.
fucking ruined Ken and Ryu in that movie.
Yep.
What were they, like weapons dealers or some shit like that?
Yeah, it
I
was so
barely
stupid.
remember it.
Yeah, I saw that shit movie in the theater opening night.
Oh man.
And I'm walking back from the theater with my friend, and my friend, like, he was like the biggest Van Damme dick sucker. He would watch a Van Damme movie and think he can automatically fight like Van Damme. And he's
Oh,
always
no.
talking
Shit.
about Van Damme, blah, 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 blah. So
That's
we're leaving the movie
hilarious.
theater. I was like, that movie sucked. And he like couldn't even come to grips with how bad it was. He was like, "Oh, no, it was all right." I was like, nah, that shit's terrible. No, no.
That sounds like one of my friends with today's movies. Holy shit.
It's like you obviously just can't get over your Van Damme fanboyism. So,
Dude,
but I
they
never knew that they actually got them to fucking be their fucking characters. That's pretty cool that they did that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, had the movie been good, I mean, yeah, that would have been a fun thing, but
You know, have some street fighting in a movie called Street Fighter. There's too much to ask.
holy shit.
There was more street fighting in that fucking Chun-Li one.
Oh God,
Mhm.
Chun-Li, the Legend of Chun-Li or whatever.
Kristen Kruick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was so
I
hot.
think I did see. Man, it's one of those things. It's like after I saw it, I forgot everything about it.
Yeah, one of the fucking Black Eyed Peas as Vega.
Oh,
You know that guy from the Black Eyed Peas with the long hair? He looks very Marilyn Manson-ish.
He's a small guy on top of it.
Yeah. And he's
Oh, Ernie
also
Reyes
fuck-
Jr.
He's also pretty goddamn ugly, and Vega was supposed to be a pretty boy.
Look, my
Yeah.
score is up there. I'm top score. Forgot it.
Well,
saved
you're the
on
only one playing this, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I transferred this because I had made other machines and I just copied over all the data, and I forgot that it saved all of like my high scores and everything too.
That's fine.
So I thought it would like reset it or something, but man.
So are
Well,
you
yeah.
anti-console? You know how
Yeah.
everyone bashes consoles, especially these modern consoles.
Yeah. Well, I started on consoles.
Yeah.
But
Same here.
the whole anti consumer shit and the recurring fees and all that stuff completely lost me.
DLC
Like, I don't.
and all that fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm not paying $70 to rent a game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you
they
do
could
when you
just
buy
take
a console.
it
game.
away from you in the blink of an eye. That's so fucking
Yep.
stupid.
Yeah, here's
Solid.
Strider 2. Oops. Yeah, so Strider 2 is it's more anime-ish, like the
Yeah,
it's
was
like a
Bone
3
saying that was a PS1 game?
Yep. In fact, yeah, let's go over to consoles.
Did you ever play the NES Strider? It's a completely
Yeah.
different game.
Yep.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's just not as good as the arcade or the Genesis version.
Where-
The
where's-
Genesis version
Oh.
for an arcade port, it's pretty damn fucking close.
Yeah, check this out. Where is it? Uh, it's in Japanese, but I mean, I think you'll get the gist of it. Where is it?
Fighting
yeah.
Street.
Instead of Street
Yeah, I
Fighter,
remember.
Fighting Street.
I used to play the OG Street Fighter in the arcade.
Dun, dun. What is
Yeah,
it?
it came
Don't
with
let it get to
the
your head, kid.
the Capcom collection. I have all the Street Fighter ones.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though it's even got the OG one on there.
Yeah, I got the OG one on there.
it is so bad. I broke a machine playing that one.
Yeah.
That was the one
So
game I
unfair.
remember going to the arcades that would attract the older kids. You know, I would be like fucking 10, 11 years old. Like the 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds were coming over to play Street Fighter. And that's when they would light up the cigarette and put it on the fucking the dash of the fucking like right between the 1 and 2 player button. It just melted. They didn't complain.
like a
no one in
clock?
the store ever complained about it.
Yeah. God, where's the? I could have sworn there was a an attract mode.
There were even times where I would like show up as soon as the store, like I guess like maybe a little bit after the store opened, and they would have the guy there testing out the game, and he'd be plinking quarters into the machine,
Mhm.
you know, just to test it out because he was like, you know, the repairman.
Right.
So he'd be plinking quarters in the machine. He'd try it out for like, you know, a minute or two. And then he'd be like, "Hey, you want the rest of the credits?" Like, like there'd be like 4 credits in the machine. I'm like, "Hell yeah,
Yeah. Show up early, get some free games.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
fucking awesome."
Nice.
So yeah, this is the TurboGrafx or the PC Engine CD-ROM version that came out in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't until a couple years ago that the fucking not the American TurboGrafx, the PC Engine. They had a Castlevania game. It looks awesome too. Fucking Rondo of Blood.
Yep, I got that on here. Yeah,
Sweet.
that was actually the prequel to Symphony of the Night. The
And
last
then
level that you play.
they did a Super NES one, right? Didn't they
Yep.
do
Dracula
Dracula
X.
X? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep.
So wait, what was the name of the prequel?
Rondo of Blood.
Rondo Blood. Okay.
Yeah, here I'll show it to you.
Yeah, it was the Japanese version of the TurboGrafx, the PC Engine.
And where could one play that?
On
There's
different-
a Super Nintendo version of it too.
Yep. Where is it?
So is
It's
it?
Akuma Joe.
Would you be able to find it on the Switch?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, so this is it, and
I don't understand why they never did that. Symphony of the Night is one of their best-selling games,
I
and they never like.
played Symphony of the Night.
But how do they not like make it available? Like,
Oh, they
today?
do that to a lot of games, don't they?
yeah, well,
But-
it's this whole Disney vault shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's make it scarcity so we can up its value. Like,
I think on PlayStation you could still do it. I know on my PlayStation 3, I believe it is. Like, it's still on there. Like, I downloaded it on that.
Which one is this? This is Rondo of Blood.
yeah, this is the CD-ROM intro.
Oh, who do you play?
It's
as?
all in German. You play as Richter Belmont.
Yeah, he's got like a blue do-rag.
Yeah, he's got a blue vest and a white.
Oh,
like,
the
looks
end of
like
this
he
is the beginning of Symphony of the Night.
Yep, you know the guy that's like, you don't belong here,
Yeah, yeah.
monster. Yeah, that's Ron. That's Richter.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you could play as him after like you clear the game or whatever.
Yeah, in the Japanese version, you can play as him right from the start.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, in fact, I can
But
show that.
You could do both castles with him.
Yeah.
Because I know,
Watch
like,
out.
there's moments where it's like you're completely limited. Like, I'm like, how the hell do you get past certain areas?
So I'll
Yeah,
try to
sorry.
show the Japanese or the. Yeah, it's messed up, but. So, yeah, this is all in German, by the way. I don't know if you can hear any of that.
No.
All right.
We'll just keep saying Scheiße and Fraulein.
Ja, Scheiße und guten Harten ab der Bomben.
Castlevania.
Man.
See, the Castlevania I played the shit out of was Bloodlines for Genesis.
Oh yeah.
I got that shit when you know how like late like when you're a teenager and
Mhm.
Christmas time comes, did you either of you get to the point where your parents just give you money instead of buying you a gift? They're like, go get what the hell you want. Yes.
No, they just stopped giving us gifts altogether.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they gave me 60 something bucks, and I went to the toy store in my neighborhood, and they had the fucking 1999 games. They had all fucking bunch of games for 1999, and that's what I got. That I got this
Nice.
football game called Super High Impact,
Ooh.
and I think I got one of the Royal Rumble games. So I get home that night. I hadn't played the games when I brought them home the first time. So I come home from my friend's house and I got the TV to myself. So I'm up all night playing these 3 games. And there was the fucking game Super High Impact, the football game. To get the kickoffs, you had to have like your 3 fingers like across, like almost like typing.
Mhm.
And I was
Damn.
playing this game for fucking hours.
Oh shit.
The next morning, I woke up, I couldn't move my hand.
That's hilarious. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know that pain.
Dude, this art direction is pretty cool.
Yeah, and this is just like the intro. Like there's all these cutscenes throughout the whole game.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's what was it called? Yeah, Chino Rondo or Rondo of Blood. And then
That only
Was it-
came out overseas. In
yeah,
Japan?
that's only so yeah. So if I go into the Castlevania collection here, so this was the very first game, Kumajo Dracula.
Oh, this is all the Castlevania games across every system?
Yep, yep.
Cool.
So this is what we got here in the States.
Mhm.
And then where is it? Castlevania Chronicles. I believe it has a remake version of Rondo of Blood in it. So if you have a PS1, yeah. This is a fan made game that's freaking amazing. It's Castlevania Chronicles 2 Simon's Quest, and I don't know if you can see that in the background, but it's like a remake, but like it almost feels like Symphony of the Night the way they remade it. It's freaking awesome.
That's cool.
Where's it?
Then there was that one. It was a lot like Castlevania. What was it called? Bloodstained.
Yeah,
That
blood.
one was
Yeah,
awesome.
Circle of the Moon, and
Yeah.
So here's the SNES version.
Yeah.
I remember
Dracula.
Lament of Innocence and the other one. The fuck was it called?
Harmony of Dissonance.
No. Yeah, that one.
Lament of Innocence.
Lament of Innocence. Yeah, and the other one I just said before. Like those 2 games were actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I love the one that Kojima.
I know a lot of people hate it, and I freaking loved it.
I thought it
one
was
that he did?
amazing. What was that?
What's the one that he did? Kojima, the Metal Gear guy?
Yeah, you just go back up and show him the cover. Was it Lords of Shadow?
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, that one. The 2 of them. They had that one and then the sequel.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's basically they did the origin of Dracula with those.
Yeah,
and
and
you play
it's
as
a
him.
Belmont.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually a Belmont. That's why all the Belmonts are tied to Dracula.
Dracula is a Belmont.
Yeah, Gabriel Belmont fell to the Lords of Shadow and became Dracula. And
So it's like a god and Satan type thing.
Yeah. You literally fight Satan in the end of the game.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and there's even a
it's the guy who played Satan was the one from the Patriot, the bad guy.
I don't remember who. It was.
He was
It's been so long since I
Malfoy's
saw that
father.
movie. I haven't seen
that
movie
guy.
in a long
Jason Isaac. He played Satan, and the Belmont, Gabriel Belmont, was the dude from what's his name? The Irish actor.
what's his face? The
From the zombie movie.
hit a button.
The Full Monty.
Yeah, he was Begbie in Trainspotting.
Yeah, the Trainspotting dude. Yeah.
Oh God, Train Spotting.
Yeah, he was the voice of Gabriel, and Patrick Stewart was also in it.
Oh, Bone, I disagree. Street Fighter 2010 was a good game. It was hard as hell, but it had nothing to do with Street Fighter 2. That was the stupid thing.
Well, you played as Ken.
I know. It was so stupid.
I don't remember that one.
It has nothing to do. It's actually called Street Fighter 2010: The Final Fight.
Yep. Let's go over.
But it has nothing to do with. Yeah,
They
he's
took the
supposed to be
title-
Ken.
They took the title of the other game and put it
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
subtitle. Final.
Yeah, where is it?
Oh shit.
Where
A
are we?
fan-made version of Symphony of the Night on Genesis.
Yeah. Somebody's trying to squeeze it onto the Genesis.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is the Capcom collection. Awesome.
So this is like, this is every Street Fighter game.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I
You
got
have you have the Dreamcast. Was it the Dreamcast Street Fighter versus SNK where you could create a fighter? I remember
yes.
there was one where you could create a fighter.
Yeah, this right here is 100% fan-made game. I've been following these guys on Twitter. It's Sega versus Capcom. Like, look at the character rosters. That they're
It's a
putting out
fighting
there.
game.
Yeah, it's just like Marvel versus Capcom, but only instead of Marvel, it's like you can see in the background there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let me.
So you
let me
could
pull
have
up the movie.
the long-awaited battle between Sonic and Ryu. Okay.
Yeah, that's. So that's Akira, and then Ryu, Sonic, and then X. Those are the.
Oh,
current
it's all
ones we've got on-
cartoon looking.
Yeah, and this is 100% fan made.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I installed it and then put it on the game, on my game machine, and it plays amazing, like with the arcade controls.
It's basically just kind of
Holy
another
cow.
version of Mugen, right?
Yeah, this
Where-
is
Yeah, what are the other characters in there?
so the roster that's planned is Knuckles, Amy Rose, Bayonetta. I can't remember the name of the graffiti guy from Jet Set Radio. Obviously,
Bayonetta, that was a crazy fucking game. I have the third. What the hell's going on outside? Sorry.
Yeah.
Was it the drones? They finally attacking?
Yeah, they're finally
Were
synchronized.
they at your window?
Dude,
I'm
I
looking
forgot to say that. Tommy said there was someone. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll say it. I'll say it off air. Sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Here's
Yeah, this should
Street
be
Fighter.
2010. This
Yeah,
ain't a
the
bad
final
game.
fight.
This is not a bad game. They just should have
never
not
seen
used that
this.
title.
Yeah.
It
You
wasn't
are
very
Ken.
popular. It wasn't very popular at all.
No, and it's really hard to play.
This game is hard as hell, man.
Damn.
Man, yeah, I got the
Those are my favorites of the Street
Yeah, the
Fighters,
alpha
the
games are the
alphas.
best. 3 is
Street
like
Fighter 3 Alpha Max, dude. It's
Never
basically
played 3. I never played
Yeah.
3.
this one adds in the characters from Street Fighter 2, the Super Street Fighter 2. So it's like the roster is freaking huge, and it even has. Do you remember Eagle from the original
From the
Street
first
Fighter?
one with the sticks.
Yep, he's
Yep.
in this too, and he's got like
He's
an Indian
also
accent.
he's also in Capcom versus SNK.
Oh shit!
One of them. He's in one of them. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, let's see. I got. Oh yeah, I got the bad. So I got the Japanese version where they call it, instead of the Millennium Fight, the Japanese messed up the English language and they called it the Millionaire Fight.
Oh, you got the EX ones. Those were the ones with the Virtua Fighter graphics, right?
Yeah, these are this was made by Eureka, and they
Skullomania.
yeah,
They made
yeah,
two of
the
them?
EX layer.
I know
What's
I
that?
played these when they first came out. Like I rented them. They weren't that bad.
No,
No, they weren't bad. No.
This
Not at
was
all.
good. This is what started it all for me. When I got, when I bought a SNES, but it didn't come with anything. Like it didn't come with Mario packed in or anything, and it only had one controller. And this was the game that I
that's
wanted.
what I got
for it.
with the Genesis. I just got I just got the system, the core.
Oh, you got. There's the Master System one that only came out in Brazil.
Yo, my friend had a Master System where, what was the shooting game for Master System? Was it Jungle Hunt or something?
Safari Hunt.
Safari Hunt. There you go.
Yep.
He had a Master System where that game was programmed into the system. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have to put a cartridge in. You just press the power button.
Yep.
And, yeah.
So the first generation of the Mach 3 or Master Systems came with a game called Snail
The
Maze.
Snail Maze was the original one. Yeah.
Yep. And then they had one that had Safari Hunt or Astro Warrior. I can't remember if it was both or just one. And then they had Alex Kidd in like the Master System volume or revision.
I liked the Master System.
That was my first. That was my baby. That was the first. That's Chris's console.
I never had the Master System. I had friends that had. Well, so many of my friends had the systems I didn't have. Like I never had a Turbo Graphics. I didn't get a Genesis till like years after it came out, 92.
Oh wow.
Yeah, back when kids were playing, and when I was in fucking grade school, when kids were playing all these fucking awesome NES games, I was going home playing the Atari 2600.
Oh. well, check this guy
Hey,
out.
Trina.
This is
What's
hey,
up, Trina? How you doing?
What's up?
what up?
How you doing, Trina? Hang
So-
on. He said he had Bone says he had Hang On built into the system.
Yep. So this one right here is SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos, and this was done by the SNK guys, so the guys that did the Neo Geo.
Mhm.
This was a game you could find in the Neo Geo systems, but all of the sprites and everything are done by the SNK team, so it doesn't have that Capcom like polish or visual to it. And then by the time the Dreamcast came out, they had Capcom versus SNK. So even though it's still the same,
That was the one I played.
yeah, it's still the same teams fighting, but this one is done by Capcom, and oh my god, you can tell a world of difference. Like it was a beautiful game. And what is it? Do we have Millionaire Fighting? Yeah, so Millionaire Fighting.
I know they have the collection of those as well, the
Yep.
Capcom versus SNK, but that one I don't have. I have the one that just came out, the fucking on Switch. I have the Marvel ones, and I have the regular Capcom Street Fighter stuff, but I don't have the SNK one.
How many fucking Capcoms versus SNK did they make? I only
So-
knew of that one that I played for Dreamcast.
Yeah, a lot of them.
So this is they got the pro version of the first one, Capcom versus SNK. This is a hack that they call the Millennium Collection. So this didn't officially come out, but what this is a collection of all of the SNK games together in one disc. So somebody went through the trouble of adding in Millennium, what is it, SNK Pro, SNK 2, and then SNK, I think 2 Pro, or no, maybe just SNK Pro, and then SNK 2. So
Because I used to play the shit out of the SNK game, the Neo Geo fighting games too.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh dude. Yeah. Like
Fatal Fury series, King of Fighters, and shit like that.
dude,
Nice.
look at where is it?
Yeah,
Can you
King of
go
Fighters
over?
is cool.
The Atari 2600. That was. I don't remember if the first game I ever played was on Atari or an arcade, but it had to have been one of those two.
Art of Fighting. This game was cool because it had a scaler where the farther the people got away, the screen pulled out.
Yeah. Yep.
That was insane. Back in the freaking like mid 90s, like
I
holy
think
shit.
Pit Fighter had that too.
Didn't they do?
Oh
it with
god, yeah.
the Street Fighter, the EX one. I thought they did something like that with that.
Oh yeah. Well, that came out later, and that was in 3D. But like a sprite scaler though. These are like, yeah,
Shit. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, this is- yeah. This was insane for the time. But yeah, the Neo Geo arcades were like the 2D powerhouse, and that's kind of what killed SNK or Neo Geo. Was once people started going into 3D, these Neo Geo cabinets could no longer kind of keep up with that. Because the whole value proposition of buying a Neo Geo cabinet was that you bought the cabinet and you could buy either a 1, 2, 4, or 6, or no, 5 or 6 or whatever machine that had multiple games, like arcade, like cartridge slots, and you could buy the cartridges for like $200.
Yeah,
slide it
I
into the
remember
machine.
the games were 200, and I think the system was like 600 or 700.
Yeah, nobody could afford those.
I know someone who had it.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
This guy had everything. This fucking he even had the fucking the TurboGrafx CD.
Oh my
Does it
god.
remind you of anything in recent years? PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Pricing on these.
I haven't played a PlayStation
700
since
bucks.
3.
Man.
Okay.
I haven't owned the system since the 360.
Yeah.
360
I
had
don't
great
have a
games.
phone.
360 had great games, and it was such a fragile piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I only have a 4. I mean, I have 3. I might still have my 2. I'm not sure about that, but I know I have 3 and 4 I still have.
If you sneeze in the direction of fucking, you'll get the red rings of death. I fucking
Well,
couldn't.
you-
Oh my god.
You heard about what so they shipped it to market with a known inherent hardware flaw, but
Mhm.
they needed to beat Sony to market with their PS3.
So they
'cause
rushed it.
They rushed it with a knowing hardware flaw, and I can't remember the name of the dude, but he was like the face man of the 360. And, the dude with the beard, and he had like the tattoo of GTA on his arm and all that stuff. But he ended up quitting because he's like, I don't want to be the face man of a company that they later found out that it was a 100% failure rate, meaning
Wow.
that it wasn't a matter of if your machine was going to red ring. It was a matter
when
of
it was
when.
gonna.
Yeah,
And-
and they had
and-
that stupid refurbish policy because of it.
We
that
had to
was the
send it to
360
Houston.
you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of my friends had to fucking send theirs in. They had to send it to Houston. Yeah, Cross Swords. This game was awesome. I
Oh
love
my
this
god,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, Trina said the same thing happened to them. They had to send it out.
Yeah, and it's no,
Jeez.
it was not a reflection on how well you took care of your system
Yeah.
because it was a design flaw. Like
Yep.
that's what sucked is because like I treated mine like gold and it just
Yeah,
shat on
I
me.
did
and
too. I
Mhm.
did too. I would fucking unplug it and like wrap it in like a fucking like the paper that came in the box.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with my PS2.
Yep. Same.
Man. Yeah,
I
well,
saw like I saw a version of Bomberman. Could you go up to that?
yeah, there's there's Neo Bomberman, which was a
Oh yeah, their
exclusive-
baseball games were fun too, man. They had some
Yeah.
really fucking great baseball games.
So yeah, Neo
Oh,
Bomberman
shit.
was exclusive to the Neo Geo was a Bomberman version, and this was fun as hell, dude.
Well, yeah, I didn't really play too much of Bomberman back in the day, but I've been playing it for I have on my laptop. I have it on the Turbo Graphics games I got. Yeah, that game is fucking fun. There was the other game that kind of like the NES game Blaster Master.
Oh yeah, you're like in the car, and then you get
And
out
when
of
you
the car.
Yeah, you're in a tank, and when you get out of
Yeah.
the tank, it goes into kind of like a Bomberman looking level.
Not
Yeah.
to be confused with Master Blaster from Mad Max.
Ron Spada Town.
Well, wait, what was the game? The game was called Blaster Master, right?
Yep.
Not Master Blaster. Okay.
Right. That's what I said. Not to be confused with Master Blaster.
Well, they did a like a remake on the Switch. There's a sequel and a remake on the Switch for Master Blaster, and it was one of the first games that I bought for the Switch, other than Breath of the Wild.
So, did you guys have any of the portables, like the Game Gear? Like, yeah.
I remember my brother had Donkey Kong, and what was the other one? Like it was like the two screen when you open it up. You know
Oh,
what
the
I'm talking
DS.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there was like a one game thing. It's like you can't switch it out or nothing.
Oh,
It was just like if you buy it, like you're literally buying one game.
oh man.
Yeah, it was like one of those kind of handheld things. But I remember it was had like gold on it and shit too. It closed
Oh, damn.
like almost like a little. I don't know. It almost looked like a modern kind of phone.
Yeah, I think was it a Nintendo license?
Yeah, it was a
thing?
Nintendo thing. 'Cause, yeah, it was Donkey Kong, and there was another game he had. I can't remember what the
You
other
got
one was.
Mario, where
Look-
you're like making a pie.
Yeah, like
The
basically like
Atari
you're going up the ladder to get Donkey Kong, but like it would extend to the next screen. There was two screens on top of one another, and then like it had a hinge in the middle, and you could close it.
Yeah, that guy I was telling you that had a Neo Geo and the Turbo CD. He also had this. He's the only person I know that had the fucking Atari Lynx. There was a Marlboro game for the Atari
Get
Lynx.
the fuck out of town!
Yeah, I guess it never got launched, but
My
yeah.
aunt
What do you do in this
that was
game?
visiting. That's her brand.
Is he on a motorcycle? Did I see him on a motorcycle? Holy
Didn't the
shit.
spokesperson for this didn't he die of cancer?
Oh my god. They probably could not sell this in stores.
You know they were trying.
Oh my god, dude.
Man.
And what's
Yeah,
what's the
Budweiser
mystery?
game where you turn into an alcoholic?
Cirrhosis is the final boss. Like,
Holy shit!
God, yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Does it do anything?
It's just a
Oh.
racing game.
Well, that's me playing.
It's not even a race. It's just you by yourself.
Caution will cause cancer.
Yeah.
This just looks like a lame version of Excite Bike.
Yeah. Psych Bike looks a lot.
With
But I'm sure
slightly
at the
better
end when he
graphics.
wins, is he going to smoke?
Oh, dude, come on, smoke, smoke.
He grabs one of the girls by the waist and he lights up with the other hand.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Donkey Kong Jr. and Greenhouse. That's it. Yeah.
I want to see Crack
Oh, he
Rock.
still- he still has
Crack
Greenhouse.
Rock's the video game.
Oh shit!
Well, they got Ninja Gaiden. Like, did you ever see the original Ninja Gaiden in the
The
arcade?
arcade. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was called Dragon Sword Ninja Gaiden versus Dragon Sword or something.
Yeah, I actually did used to save those, Trina, but I never ended up getting anything. So I ended up throwing them out.
Pit Fighter.
There's an Elvira game too.
Yeah, let's. Oh, Pinball Jam featuring Elvira.
Well, there are way more games for the Atari Lynx than I thought there was. This didn't last very
Yeah.
long.
Jeez.
No,
Hey,
and
Rampage.
it was the thing that killed it was the battery life and the visibility on the screen. So what we're seeing, like when through my digital display here, is not how clear it was when you actually tried to play it. It was all a blurry mess.
Well, did it have a plug? It had a plug that you could just plug it in and you don't have to use the batteries, right?
Yep. In fact, that was actually the way my buddy played the his Sega Game Gear, because the Game Gear was vastly superior to the Game Boy, but it had like you could watch the batteries die. As
Yeah,
you
one of
like,
my friends had the Game Gear. I never had. Didn't they have a friggin' one that plays Genesis games?
yes, the Sega Nomad.
The Nomad.
And-
that was it.
Yeah, the Nomad only played Sega Genesis games. So
Oh,
the
that's-
idea
that's
was
pretty
that
cool.
they made a portable Genesis, and oh look, APB on the
Oh shit!
man, yeah, but yeah, that was cool. So yeah, that's why I don't have the Nomad on here, because it literally everything that it played was just Genesis games.
Well, what was the Game Boy that was red, where everything was red?
Oh, this piece of shit right here,
The Virtual Boy. There you go.
You know, and it's odd because like,
You had to
This
set it up
game-
on a stupid tripod.
yeah, dude, this game was like, so I gave it a shot and I played through these games, and they were actually really good. Like, they're fun, they're 3D and everything, but like on the native hardware, this was a bitch to play. You know?
Yeah.
But hold on, can I?
I don't remember that.
Master
Yeah,
System.
so like,
I don't remember Master System having Ninja Gaiden.
oh
I
yeah,
do
yeah,
think
yeah.
there's an Atari version of Double Dragon though.
Yep, yeah, I can show you that. It looks really bad.
Was it
Uh,
for the 7800?
No, I think it's for the 5400.
The 5200, yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, sorry, 52. Yeah. So like, yeah, like this. if you don't mind the grayscale, or in our case the red scale, like, you know, I could probably mess with the emulator and make it grayscale instead of red scale. But like, these were fun games, and it's a shame because the hardware was so shit that we'll never get a chance to enjoy these, like ported over to like the Switch Online store or something.
They also didn't come out with very many games for this, right?
It really
Yeah.
stayed all red the entire game.
Yep.
Yeah, because it
every
was all
game-
in 3D,
Every game was that.
and it gave you major earth-shattering headaches trying to play.
Wait,
these
show
games.
show
Of
him.
course.
Go back
And-
and show him the picture of the menu.
And when you're done playing, everything looks green.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, can you go back to the menu, the menu with all the systems?
Oh yeah, sure. So
Look, you see this, Vinny? Wait, show him that. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's on a fucking tripod, and you have to set it up like you're a sniper or something.
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell?
You can't do this like in public. Like, you can't just like privately
No.
sit down on the
No,
subway.
it
and play
doesn't
this.
have the fucking the handiness of a Game Boy or anything.
That's
Fucking
insane.
stupid.
Yeah,
What crack were they smoking?
yeah. You know, Neo Geo even had a portable
Yeah, I
system.
didn't know about this till years later. There's so much shit I didn't know about till years later. This was one of them. So
was, like,
what
my
what
favorite.
like was it the same like graphics, like same exact like
No. In fact, it was, in my opinion, it was shit because the backgrounds could handle 16-bit color palettes.
Mhm.
The foregrounds were limited to like 12 colors, I think, or something. So like all of your sprites and everything were like in like almost black and white, and all of the like the backgrounds looked beautiful. So you had these like ugly ass like black and white sprites floating on top of like beautiful backgrounds that looked like Super Nintendo.
Wow. Hey, I found it. The one that my brother had, those handheld things.
Mhm.
Check this out. This was Greenhouse.
But yeah, Trina PSP was great. That was the only handheld I ever owned was a PSP.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Oh, this thing. Yes, okay. Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
are like the little Game and Watch like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
I
had like bootleg versions of shit like this, like not Nintendo or any like the ones that you would get in like a bodega or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember this thing. Yeah, Frankie said he still has this somewhere. But yeah, and the Donkey Kong Jr. one. Those are the two that I remember. Because like,
Nice.
we used to sneak them and try to play them.
Did you ever have the little arcades? Did you ever have? those?
Yes. Yeah, we had one of was it Qbert?
Yeah,
It was
one of
like
my
little
friends. I think
stick-
they had Frogger. I
Oh,
never
God,
had any
yeah.
of those. I had this one. Oh shit! I probably got this one in like 2004 or 2005, where it was the games were in they were in the controller, and you plug the controller into the TV, and it had like 4 games on like Galaga. I forget what racing game it had, but I can't remember what company put that shit out.
Yeah, if you want to see the horrific demake of Double Dragon, I got it up right
This
now.
is the fucking 5200.
This is a 2600. Like this is how bad.
2600? Oh my god.
Yeah, let's watch in 8-bit horror.
This is like 2-bit.
Holy shit.
1989? They were still
Yeah.
making Atari games in 1989? I thought they had
Yep.
just done 7800 games by that point.
Yeah, this.
Shit.
Wait, does it? Oh, here we go.
Goddamn, the
Mission
game crash was what, 83?
Yep. Ah, there I am.
Oh my god. No, look, he's Charles Bronson in Death Wish too. Like, he's got the Death
Dude,
Wish
that
2 hat
brown
on.
guy just. Hey, look, it's the brown guy just kicking a white guy's ass. This is
Oh,
pretty much
shit.
like every city.
God, this looks horrible. Wow, you can't hit this guy.
No, I can't. I'm
This
like,
guy's invincible.
yeah, he's just flipping, kicking my ass. Like I can't. This is like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Like,
Yeah. What are you doing dancing the other guy? You're supposed to be beating him up.
yeah. Let's see if there is a 5200 version. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry.
Because they had not that they were awesome graphics, but better than the 2600s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Karateka, I remember that game. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a 5200 version.
So here's the same exact game on the 7800 versus the 2600. It's got the same sound chip in it, by the way. This is why Atari was doomed. Is they had the same sound chip as the 2600 in their more advanced 7800 model.
What the hell was it? Atari's like, yeah, Double Dragon's been out for a couple of years and we're dying. Let's do some Double Dragon games.
Let's make a really shitty version of a game that's already come
It's
out.
on the franchise.
Right.
Well, the Nintendo version and the Sega Master System versions kicked the shit out of this, and they
Yeah,
came
but
out
you know
before
what?
this.
I think I'm in the minority with people saying that the first Double Dragon, you couldn't even play 2 players. Then what's the point of calling it Double Dragon?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
on the
The NES version.
Yeah, the Master System you could play 2 players.
That was so stupid that they did that.
Yeah,
With
in
Double
fact-
Dragon 2 for the NES, you were able to play 2 players.
Yeah, in fact, look at this, dude. Like, this is how good, in my opinion, the Master System version was. Like, I think this one was vastly superior to the Nintendo one. I'm obviously biased because this was the one I had, but where
They
is
had
it?
some good games, man. Fucking Alien Syndrome.
Yeah,
There was a version of Alien Syndrome for NES too.
Nice.
yeah. Now,
Remember in
So-
Double Dragon 3 for NES, they have a misprint in the game. They call them
Is it
Bimmy
Bimmy?
and Jimmy.
Bimmy. Oh yes, it is Bimmy.
Holy shit.
Hold on, to show the. Yeah, so like, look at
Oh shit! Nice.
Punched her in the
Yeah.
gut and threw her over her shoulder.
this.
Take that,
In the
bitch.
arcade version, you can actually see her panties when he's walking away with her.
Yeah. Yep. See, it's a flicker fest because
Yeah,
there's so many sprites on the screen or whatever. But at least you can
but
play
it's not
two players.
slowed down though.
Yeah.
No, no slowdown and like. Although the last level, I think it slows down. But like, let's compare that to the NES version, because like the Master System was a technologically superior system. To
You
the,
also had to earn the moves in the NES version. I didn't like that. You don't get all your
Oh.
moves in the beginning.
Oh shit.
that sucks. What?
Yeah, you had to level up your fucking moves.
I always wanted a PSP, but I never got one. Yeah, Trina said that was a great one.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the only fucking handheld I ever owned.
Damn.
Whoa, there it is.
How was the battery life
I had
on
a
those
Midway
things?
collection. I used to just plug it in. I didn't take it anywhere.
Okay.
Battery life for me wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, because there's only a couple of games I wanted to play on there. It was like
I had a
God of
Midway
War.
collection for it.
You had
That
a
was
what?
the one I used to. It was a Midway, the game
Oh,
company.
nice.
Man.
I used to just play that all the time. Well, all right. Also, this was my first experience. It was like unofficial DLC what they did. This was so fucking stupid that they did this.
What's
All
that?
right. So it was for I think it was they were still doing the SmackDown versus Raw games.
Mhm.
Right. So you know how like in shit like that where like you unlock legends and shit. They'll have
Mhm.
like, you know, like the Road Warriors or like Hogan to unlock and shit. So you're able to unlock a bunch of them. But you can't unlock Jake the Snake unless
What?
you buy the PSP version, play it on that, unlock Jake the Snake on the PSP version, and then fucking hook up the USB to the PlayStation and fucking download it.
Yeah,
That's how you
I
had to
would
do
be
that.
pissed. That sounds like way too many hoops just to get
That
Jake
was
the Snake
so
Roberts.
stupid. It was so stupid.
Man.
Like,
I guess this doesn't have a tract.
You unlock people, right? Like you're supposed to go through the careers to unlock people, the career mode to unlock people.
Man. So
It wasn't
what-
even. It wasn't even. It was like unofficial DLC. The way they did it too.
Wow.
Man, let me. So, wait, was that for the PS3 you were saying, or?
No, it was the It was the PSP and the PS2.
Oh, well, let's see. Do I have the PS2?
Actually, you know what? They might have. They might have even did a PS3 version.
Do I have? Let me see if I have Raw versus SmackDown.
When did PS3 come out?
Hold on. PS3 came out in 2006.
Okay, so then it was a year later because I'm pretty sure it was SmackDown versus Raw 05.
Yeah, let's see. What do we got? Let's see. SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, I hate what they ended up doing with the wrestling games.
Yeah, I don't like the DLC really ruined games for me.
It did for a lot of people.
Well, it made it so like I loved fighting games. Like I didn't.
Hey,
I had that.
I had Soul Calibur too. I have no idea what happened to it.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was so much fun.
Oh, is it under W?
Yeah, it would be WWE, right?
Yeah, let's. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
SmackDown. Is there a
That was
SmackDown?
the first one for PS2.
Yeah. There we go.
That one with the Rock on the cover, Just Bring It. That was the first one for PS2.
238. Damn. Yeah. Well, that sucks that you had to like jump through hoops on the PSP just to play the stupid thing. Like,
Yeah,
to get.
yeah.
Do you remember that though? Like that's why I love these retro games. Is that like, you know, there's probably a ROM hack you can get into, like get all the DLC without having to do that bullshit. But like I loved the Tekken series, and part of like playing the Tekken series was I liked playing through the arcade modes so I could unlock the new fighters. You know, I didn't need DLC for that shit.
Oh yeah, I know. I love that. Yeah, the first time you clear it and you're like, oh shit, I unlocked someone. You play through it and like, oh damn, because like we didn't know that shit back then.
Yeah, and it was like each character. So like every character unlocked one other character.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like you're playing as one guy, and all of a sudden like another guy shows up on the roster, and then you're like, oh well, what happens if I play this other guy? Oh, I got this dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you know, when you watch the attract mode or whatever, and you're like, okay, who the hell is that guy, and how do I get him?
Right.
Bully. That's a game everyone told me was great. I never got to play it.
Oh, Bully, dude. I don't think we could ever see a. Is that on here? Let's see.
Yeah, you passed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I don't think they would ever be able to remake this because it's so politically incorrect.
Yeah, I never got to play it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
My friend had the special edition. It came in like this fucking box, like this gold box
Oh shit!
with like the school crest on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
Hogwarts.
never cleared this thing because it's like when this came out, it was towards the end, I believe, of the PlayStation 2.
2006. Yep, the
Yeah.
Xbox 360 was already out.
Yeah, I never got any of the Xbox, but yeah, with this thing, as like when PlayStation 3 came out, I just kind of gave up altogether playing the PS2. But I always wanted to finish this fucking game. I was close to the end too.
Yeah.
Teach kids how to be a bully.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like that. Like Rockstar had some great games, but then they had shit like State of Emergency. That game sucked. That game was all fucking hype. They were
Yeah.
like, riding off the coattails of the GTA 3 hype.
I don't even think I have it on here. Where's the? There's a lot of games I just pulled out because they're so they're so like, you know, large, I guess, or for capacity.
Mhm.
It's only so many. Like I only have 12 terabytes.
Oh, that wrestling game that you just passed. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Everyone looks so weird in this game.
it's because it's unofficial. It's not licensed by WWE or
No,
anything.
yeah. Who made this? Was it Acclaim? Yeah, Acclaim.
So good.
And how did McMahon not sue these people?
Well, he was using wrestlers that he didn't have trademarks to their names and shit.
Yeah, those are the
okay.
wrestlers that were.
It
smart
was
enough
all
to own their
legends.
own.
Yeah, it was all legends.
Gotcha.
Like they could have Hogan and Macho Man in it, you know?
Mhm. What was the game we were looking for?
Yeah, Soul Reaver that was one of those types of games where I never played, but I used to sit there and watch my friends play it.
I know they did the remaster. I haven't downloaded it yet. I didn't buy it yet. I want to, but I don't know when the hell I'm going to be able to. Because I'm trying to figure out like which one I'll put it on.
So, what characters did you guys like? What video game characters are like your favorites?
That's a lot. I mean, I don't know. I was huge with the Assassin's Creed. I love Ezio.
Yeah, I like that.
Altair was fun too. I mean, the original. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, growing up, shit. Tekken was something that was big. I loved the whole story with Heihachi and Kazuya.
Yeah, they're constantly trying to kill each other.
Yeah, that shit was fucking awesome. Resident Evil was my big fuck. That was like one of my favorite series. Yeah.
See, I never got into the Resident Evil games. That was another one I would sit and watch my friends play it.
Yeah, they're fucking great, man. And those remakes, man, they really did make me happy. Those things are beautiful. It's like
Tekken's your favorite of the fighting game genres? Like of all the genre of fighting games, that's your favorite?
Is what?
It's Tekken is your favorite of the fighting games?
No,
Street.
Street Fighter.
No. The one that I fucking loved the most was Eternal Champions.
Yeah, you
Oh,
Eternal
yeah.
Champions was fun.
Hell
That shit
yeah.
was
That
hard,
one
but
I think was probably hands down my
I was
favorite.
never able to beat that game.
That
Dude,
game was,
do you-
yeah, the last guy was such a fucking pain in the dick.
I don't even remember if I got up to the last guy.
Yeah. Well,
You-
it's weird. They made it look like it was one, and then there was another one who was even stronger who cuts open the board and pulls you in.
Yeah, and then it's like, what? And then if you
Yeah.
don't defeat him, then it goes back to the other one.
Yeah.
And well, do you guys want to see a very 2000s game intro?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Like back in the day, this was the coolest freaking thing ever, and now it's complete crap. Like now it's like well, not complete crap, but it's like
Well-
it's a sign of the 2000s.
Do they have a
like-
song? Do they have the song like Street Fighter 4 did? Indestructible. Do they have that?
Well, I love the Jackie Chan character. I mean, like there were so many of them that were so great in Tekken. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
Watch
it was up
this.
there.
I
I
think
think
I like King the best. I think King
Yeah.
was my.
Dude, they
favorite.
had Blade in this.
Oh, they did.
It was in there.
Yeah,
Like
They have a
Wesley
character
Snipes
called-
played.
you tell me. I'll show it. You tell me.
Remember that? Yeah, you get to play. Yeah, you get to shoot those fucking things in the beginning.
Oh, was it like when they did that? Was it Soul Calibur where
No.
each console had a different bonus character? Like one.
No, he's
one
in
system had
this intro.
one. Oh, okay.
He's called Raven or whatever.
Oh,
yes,
a Blade
I
ripoff.
remember. Yeah,
A
Blade,
Blade
ripoff.
ripoff. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because Wesley Snipes was a martial artist. All these characters, they kind of did that. You have Law with Bruce Lee, martial law. You had the Jackie Chan one.
King was supposed to be a luchador, right?
Yep.
something like that. Yeah, and Paul was Chuck Norris.
Do you guys hear the audio in this, right?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember this shit. I played the shit out of this game. Tekken Tag was another one I loved because it also had the bowling in it.
Yeah. There's even a beat 'em up in one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the
this
beat 'em up-
isn't even the intro. The intro is like a music video.
Are those all Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all prototype jacks.
Prototypes, yeah. And then the legit one's supposed to jump down, I think.
Kuzuya!
Yeah, it was the funniest.
He goes,
Did he-
Nani!
Vinny, did you know there was a Tekken movie, a live action movie?
I recall. I don't know if I seen it though.
I saw a little bit of it.
Pretty bad, huh?
And from what I remember, it didn't look so horrible.
Here you go. Here's your Wesley Snipes.
Motherfuckers always ice skating uphill.
Okay, here's the intro now. This was like totally a 2000s music video you're about to see. Right here.
Yeah, I remember
Yep.
this.
And, like when you said it, I was imagining that song from Street Fighter 4. It's that same type of shit.
These characters were fun though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They did a lot of cool shit. Oh, and they put what's his name in there? The dude from Enter the Dragon. He was an alternate skin for the Capoeira guy.
Yep.
So
Tiger.
he'd have this. They gave him the '70s clothes with the big afro, the
Yep.
bell bottoms.
Now remember, this game came out like over 20 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's just still really fucking cool.
And see, they got the bear. I forgot what the hell's the bear's name.
Akuma, which means bear in Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Akuma means.
Yep. Bruce
Yeah, that
Lee.
boxer guy was fun too. Yeah, this dude, he was supposed to be what's his face, Sang Chung, that actor,
Oh, yeah.
the Mortal
The
Kombat.
ugly
one.
guy.
Yeah, like that's what I liked about Tekken is like they did all the knockoffs of like
Yep.
the movie actors and shit.
Well, Mortal Kombat too. I guess you could say that they did that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they actually put him in Mortal Kombat. What was it, 12? The actual actor, he came back and did his voice and everything.
Oh, he actually played Shang Tsung. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
the DLC thing or something, I think. For
Oh,
it.
that's cool that he did that.
Yeah.
Sparky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
so
pretty
that
awesome.
to me was like the most like zeitgeisty 2000s.
So what fucking year did this come out? 94, 95, 96, 99?
I think the last one.
Yeah, 2004, and like,
Go easy on me.
oh damn.
Yeah, and Capcom and Tekken, they just kept ripping off one another. With every game that came out, they'd have a knockoff character of another one.
Yeah.
That was fun. But
Yeah,
what do you call it? Did Capcom ever? They did do. I know they did crossovers, but I remember one was more delayed than the other. The Capcom versus Street Fighter versus Tekken. Do you remember all those?
They were gonna do a Street Fighter versus Tekken.
Yeah, the Capcom was doing a version, and
Yes. So there is a. So here's the sad part. There is a Capcom Cross Tekken game that I have, but it was Microsoft sabotaged it. It was called Capcom X Tekken,
yeah,
and or Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Sorry.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, what happened was the game was saddled with something called Games for Windows Live.
Mhm.
And as a result, the freaking game. How do I close this? Let's see. There we go. Hold on, let me just lower that volume. Okay, there. So, yeah, I have the game on Steam. I can install it, but I can't get it to run because it's saddled with a non-existent layer of Games for Windows Live. And unfortunately, because the game was incredibly anti-customer, like it was all nickel and dime DLC bullshit,
oh shit,
it didn't sell well, even though the game was awesome.
yeah,
It was Street Fighter Cross Tekken, the Shakedown. Unfortunately, that left a very sour taste in a lot of customers' mouths, so the game didn't sell well. There was supposed to be another version that was made by the guys at Namco who make Tekken called Tekken Cross Street Fighter. So it was basically the Street Fighter characters inside of a Tekken game instead of the Tekken characters inside of a Street Fighter game. And it never got made. And the closest we'll ever get to it is in Tekken 7 here, where you can play as Akuma.
Street Fighter Akuma, not the bear Akuma.
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
the Capcom one never came out either?
No, it did, but it you can't, like, it's saddled with Games for Windows Live, and you can't you can install it, you just can't run it. You have to do all sorts of bullshit to even bypass the Games for Windows Live stuff.
But hold on, when it first came out though, it was on a system, wasn't it?
It was on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and on PC. I have the PC version.
I can't recall if I had it on PS3 or not. I thought I did.
And the version that came out on the consoles was basically a platform to full of DLC opportunities. So you spent like $50 or $60 for this damn game, and half the characters weren't there, and there's a whole bunch of costumes and stuff missing.
Wow.
Yeah, and that pissed off enough people where they're like, "Well, fuck this game," and they ended up, it ended up selling really poorly. So then they released it on Steam, and it had all the DLC and everything, all out there.
Remember when you had hidden characters that you had to play through the game and unlock instead of having to fucking fork it over to the mob?
Yeah. That's why I don't like a lot of modern games. Like this game, for example, right here, Mortal Kombat 1, the one that just came out here. I got it on Steam for I think it was like $20 or whatever. Yeah, it has all the it has like the DLC and everything. It did not have the Shang Tsung DLC. I had to buy that separately for like $5. But still $25 for the game. I'm not complaining. But unfortunately, the game has a giant. You know what Gachapon is, or Gacha? Have you ever heard that?
No.
So Gacha is
the scam, right?
Yeah, Gacha, or GACHA. It's a Japanese term for like those capsule toy machines.
Yeah.
Where you put a quarter in, you pull the lever, and a little plastic capsule comes out, and it randomly gives you a prize.
Yeah, you'll have like a sticker or a ring or some shit.
Yeah. That's Gachapon.
What's up, Soul? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Remember
And-
when you had hidden characters that had to be unlocked and they were repainted characters? Yeah, I remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The one thing that bothered me about that fucking game is the 2 Wolverines. You just wasted a spot. Who the fuck
Yep.
wanted to use Bone Claw Wolverine?
I know he had different moves and everything, but it was a waste of a freaking slot.
You could have put like fucking some like Ghost Rider or somebody in there.
Yeah.
Thor or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That game, I played the shit out of that when I had it for PS2.
Which one?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I got
That's
Where is
so
it,
much fucking fun.
what is it?
Dude,
There's a
The third one, I cannot get over how impossibly hard the final boss is.
oh my god, yeah.
What the
The
hell are
third
they
one is the
thinking?
one where they have that stupid, weird, like the T1000 versions of all the characters, right?
Huh?
Oh, the hidden ones, you mean?
Like there'll be like a evil Ryu, and he looks like the T1000.
I don't
It was like a,
remember that.
a cyborg Akuma.
Yeah, Cyber Akuma's in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
but-
there's like a shadow version of Chun-Li. but
Yeah, she's like dark with red eyes.
It was
Yeah,
the
she-
Resident Evil guy. There was a Resident Evil guy. I think it was
Yeah,
one of the
Chris-
villains.
Yeah, Wesker.
Wesker, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude,
I'm very
yeah,
unfamiliar with the Resident Evil games, though.
here's another game we'll never see like a remake of or remaster.
Which one's
Tatsunoko versus Capcom, where it's basically like Marvel versus Capcom, kind of like that Sega versus Capcom game,
Yeah.
but only it's all of the
Yeah,
Tatsunoko.
I've seen this before. Yeah.
This is so badass, dude. You get to play as freaking
Oh wow!
Those are the G-Force characters, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Gatchaman. Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of other like old this was like 1970s cartoons that I used to watch as a kid.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
the
I
giant
remember. Yeah,
Dick
they
Collider.
had 3 different names. And Battle of the Planets is the one that I remember. They recorded.
Yep. Yeah. Here's so and here's the thing. You know how I was talking about the Street Fighter Cross Tekken bullshit and
Mhm.
how it pissed a lot of so Capcom did the same thing again with Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Mhm.
They released an unfinished game that was missing a good chunk of the roster and a good chunk of content.
I remember
they're like,
they
yeah, you
whittled the
can-
roster down like crazy in this.
Yeah, and they're like, you can DLC buy it all from us and shit. And people went, fuck you, and they didn't buy it. And what happened was the sales were slumping, so they released a version called Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that has all of the DLC and everything in it. So you don't have to like get nickeled and dimed for it. And it was cheaper than when the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they did the same thing with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh god, yeah.
Like they had DLC where you get 8 extra characters, and then they put out the gold edition that was cheaper,
Wow.
where they had all the fucking all the DLC characters on the shit already.
Mhm.
Yeah, I freaking hate that. Like what modern gaming has done to,
It's
and
kind of a reflection of everything else, you know.
well, and then there's this Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4. What was it? Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and Ultra Street Fighter 4. Those are all this like Ultra Street Fighter 4 is literally an encapsulation of all those games in one. Why?
To bend people over.
Yeah,
I can't
like
remember which one of these. What were the PS2 Mortal Kombats? There was Deception, right? One was Deception.
yeah,
Deadly Alliance
Deception was awesome.
Yeah, Deception was the one with the crypt, right?
Yep, and it had that
Where all the
game where you play
unlockables were in the
chess.
crypt. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one right here. This was freaking awesome.
Played the shit out of that one at my friend's house.
Yeah, I
He had-
love this one.
He had fucking at his job. He downloaded all the fucking moves. He had like a fucking whole thing still like pages stapled together with every single move, every single place to unlock shit in the crypt. Like, yeah, that game was
Damn.
fun.
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
you're-
say though, I was one thing that always steered me more towards Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat as a franchise in general was the fact that all I have to do in to block in Street Fighter is hold back.
Yep.
I don't like having to press a button to block in fighting games.
I agree. I think that's
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah, I am not a fan of the
Yeah.
making use of all the buttons.
Mhm.
Like, just give me 4 buttons or 6 buttons. You know,
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, the SNK fighters had it that same way. Hold back, you know.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mortal Kombat even had a run button.
Oh, the later ones. Yeah.
Yeah. And from MK3 onwards, you had this thing where your guy just sounds like he's taking a shit. You press it, he's like, ah!
Who was the guy who throws up all over the place in the later Mortal Kombat games?
Oh, Bo Raicho, who shits
All right,
himself.
show. There you go.
Didn't they kill that character?
Yeah, well, they turned him into a woman in Mortal Kombat 1.
They
But
did.
yeah, he's now Mrs. Cho or
So is she
Mrs.,
bulimic?
no, she's a fat old lady.
But is she still barf?
No, they took out the body function stuff. But like one of Bo Raicho's fatalities is he'd pull out a torch and then he'd light the torch and stick it near his butt and face his butt towards the guy and fart and just ignite the guy on the fart. And then like his victory pose, he's like kind of like blow it, like fanning his nose, going, oh, that nasty.
A Soul Assassin, your rack says your your picture says 90s.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit happening. The PS3 getting hacked.
Yep.
They were shut
Oh,
down
yeah.
for a while, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was some bad stuff going on with that.
Man. Yeah.
Those infamous games were fun, man. I was bummed I never got to play the second one.
That's
Oh,
what
Infamous.
they did? They gave everyone free games after that?
Yeah, like
For
you
a
go to the
little bit,
store. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
all
was
right,
like
at least they made up for it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't
Yeah.
just do
Uncharted
like
was fucking
they
fantastic.
didn't do the BP.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta, yeah, that game was so much fun.
We got the two.
Yeah, I never played the Bayonetta games.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
so far behind on games. Anyway.
I never played the second one, but I have the third one. I got it like at a discount. I sleeved. I
stuck in the
haven't even
80s
put
and
it in
90s.
yet. Huh?
I said I'm stuck in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
speaking of the
better-
80s and 90s, all right, this is a question that a lot of people ask. Mario 2 or Mario 3?
Maybe
I-
I would.
Sorry.
I
don't know,
noticed it's a popular thing for people to say Mario 2 these days.
Well,
You
I
want-
never had those other systems. We went
which
from like
which Mario 2?
The NES ones.
Because look at this. This is Mario 2.
Wait, Mortal Kombat X is Mario 2?
No.
Hmm?
Can you not see Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic?
I could.
Oh. Yeah. This is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was,
Yeah.
dude, I was looking at the YouTube screen for a second. I was like, why is it not coming up? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, this is this
Yeah,
is Super
I know
Mario
it
Bros.
wasn't I know it wasn't an original game. They reskinned it with Mario. I know.
Yep, and the real Super Mario Brothers 2 is right here, and this game is a giant troll. This reminds me of that stupid Mario Maker game where
It
like,
looks like part 1.
dude, it is so asininely frustrating, and on top of that, it feels like a mean-spirited developer put in shit just to make things hard. Where like there's now the poisoned mushroom, so one of the power-ups you can get.
Oh.
It's a purple mushroom. You get it and it kills you instantly. And and then on top of that, like there's I don't know if I can show it in the where's it show?
Well, I say Mario 3 is the best too. I fucking love Mario 3. Spent a
Yeah.
lot of hours on that game.
Yeah, we never had the NES. We had you had the first Nintendo, and then we went Sega, and then PlayStation.
Yeah, the NES. That was the first one. 1985 one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep.
well, I don't remember the sequels. I know we played a little bit of the first one, and then I played some of 3 at a relative's house.
But there was a movie that was it just ended up being a commercial for Mario.
Yeah, the wizard.
The Wizard. Yeah.
California.
Oh, it was also a commercial for the Power Glove too.
It's so bad.
So bad.
Yes, Lucas, it was bad. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I knew people who had the Power Glove and they never used it. They were like,
It's because
"Oh,
it was
we had this-"
garbage.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking hand me the booklet. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I used to go to our friend's house and we played Duck Hunt all the time
Oh, nice.
because he had the gun.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it just sucks that like this is now things that like current generation or like kids today will have no idea. They're like, what the hell is this old ugly
Well,
crap?
no, some of them get in. So some of the younger generation gets into the old retro stuff. You know.
Yeah. Dino Crisis. Oh man, how come they haven't remade that fucking game?
Oh yeah, actually, I think I have the souped up version here on the.
We got a souped up version. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it came out for the PS2, I think, or one. Yes, for the
I think
one, I believe.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got. At least I think I still have it. Yeah, so I got the Dreamcast version where it's like graphics are upped a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's basically it's Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Did you have a Dreamcast?
No.
No. In fact, I kind of wish I did because this is probably one of the few consoles that I think really stood the test of time, and I wish I could have supported it better.
Oh man.
You know, because like the games on here, see, I haven't played Dino Crisis on here or it got reset, but you can see in the upper right corner, like some of these. Actually, I think it reset them all, but like. Some of these games, dude, it was like these are better than the PS2 versions.
Yeah.
You know, and this
And
came out
GameCube was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The remake of Resident Evil 1, that is still just an absolutely beautiful game. Everything about it is just it's gorgeous. Yeah, the original one. I mean, I had the director's cut of the very first one, and yeah, I was still good. I mean,
yeah,
man,
there
it's
it is.
about those classics. Yeah, there's the remake one.
Yeah, I didn't get to
And-
play GameCube too much.
This was
They
a very
ported it.
overlooked system.
Yeah, they ported it over though to all the other systems.
Yeah, this is
And Zero.
This is
Zero
really-
was surprisingly fun for what it was.
yeah. You had to switch between
Billy.
is it Rebecca Chambers and yeah.
And Billy, which I'm surprised they never used that character again because he had a pretty cool backstory.
Yeah.
The criminal.
Hey, look! It's speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's Keanu Reeves' character. This is Sonic the
He
Hedgehog.
voices him in the movie.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
Keanu.
that.
So John Wick voices the only Sonic character that uses a gun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got. Let's see. Yeah, the Sonic Heroes. That was when Sonic started going weird.
McDonald's had game stations there.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
man, yeah. Like video games were like the shit back in the 90s, dude. Like everybody, every business wanted a cut,
Mhm.
and it sucks that now it's like everybody's got like mobile games that are all trash and throwaway stuff. And,
I remember so many stores in my neighborhood had bootleg cabinets with Street Fighter 2.
yes,
It was like the really overdone championship mode, the championship
yeah,
edition,
the Rainbow Edition. Yeah,
where Guile can make the Sonic Boom cover up the whole entire length of the screen with the Sonic Boom.
yep. That's what inspired the Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition because people ROM hacked Street Fighter 2 Champions Edition, or maybe it was just the original Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, these
And,
were like bootleg, like blank cabinets. There was no fucking logos on it at all.
And the title screen was all fucking like rainbowy and shit, and like the text was all. It looked like it got thrown through an oil slick, and they called it the Rainbow Edition. And Capcom actually got a hold of those and said, there's actually some pretty cool like tweaks in this or like hacks, and that's how they made Hyper Fighting or Street Fighter 2 Turbo. They like Ryu can do fireballs in the air and flying hurricane kicks and shit. That's all because of that game.
Blanca goes up and through the floor, right?
Yep.
That was one of the moves with that
Like
cannonball
Melina.
he does.
Yep. Dude, that like, I don't know. I miss when games were like a frontier. Like, dude, did you see that? Like, remember all the kids? You could always spot the liars on the school bus because they're like, my dad says that after Scorpion hits you with like the get over here 3 times, he actually says get the fuck over here. And it's like that never happened. Or like
No, I do remember there were tricks in the first Mortal Kombat arcade though. When you do Johnny Cage's fatality, if you keep pressing it, he keeps doing the uppercut. And
knocks heads off.
You keep knocking different heads off the fucking off the like. I remember this dude when like I was saying before when I used to go to like lunch in high school when we would go to the pizzeria. There was this one dude. He didn't go to high school. This dude was probably older than us, but he was like the master. This motherfucker would get up to Reptile every time. And
damn.
Nice.
And when he got up to Reptile, the first time I saw him get up to Reptile, he's doing that trick where Johnny Cage knocks multiple heads out, and every color head was a different color. Like first it was Reptile's head, then when he did it again, then Scorpion's head came out of Reptile's body.
Well, yeah, Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't even called Reptile. Like his name bar said Scorpion. And when he won it, it didn't go like on the console versions. You actually hear Reptile wins, but on the in the arcade, it never did that.
Well, I also heard, what was it? Ermac was the other one, right?
Yeah, error macro. Yeah, he the Ermac was, they saw it in the wild. They took photos of it, and it was obvious because like all of the characters when they were recorded in front of the green screen when they were doing their moves and stuff, the actors, all of their costumes were red. Like you've probably seen some behind the scene footage of like Katana in red or Melina in bright red. And the reason why they did that is
I remember seeing pictures of Sonya.
Yep, with red. And they did that because red was the contrast of the green screen, and it allowed them to better cut the character out of the background. And then they could just swap out programmatically, whatever's red, make it green or blue or whatever. And when you saw Ermac, the machine didn't have that programmatic, like, make them blue or make them green or whatever. So it was literally just Reptile coming out with an error code, but they didn't programmatically turn his red green. So it just looked like some douchebag in red came out and it just went, I am Ermac or whatever. And then just jumped away.
I do remember seeing though that in part 3 when they gave Jax the metal arms, because in part 2 he was just regular human.
Yeah.
That all they did was paint that his arms are just paint.
Yeah, Robert Parrish there, the buff dude that Jax. Yeah, he just sat there for like hours while they just painted this like gray crap on him.
It didn't look bad in the game though.
No, not at all. Yeah, and then the added sound effects made it even believable.
Oh yeah, that was fun shit. Dude, did you just? There was another person set on fire in New York.
Another one?
Yeah,
Jesus.
by Penn Station.
Holy shit,
Oh my
dude!
God!
What the? This is not even a week.
I saw they set some fucking one of those little shops in Bryant Park. I think it was Bryant Park.
Yep.
They set one of those on fire today. I saw.
Yeah, one of those like kiosk things.
Jesus.
This is fucking crazy.
These people just want anarchy.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's all right.
I just saw it in passing. I was like, "What is this?" Jesus.
Yes, Soul Assassin. I agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's still super hot. I know she had
Carrie Hoskins.
Yeah,
She was the second Sonya in the games.
Yep.
She had sick kids or something.
Yeah, she's got a kid with a disability.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like. She went back to doing the convention scene and stuff. She didn't know how big it was, and she started making bank, and people came out and supported her in a massive way. So good for her.
Yeah, she was gorgeous, dude.
Oh yeah, and for what I seen too, I saw like a little video on her a couple of maybe 2 months ago. She's an actual genuine good person.
She's on Twitter all the time. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, who was the girl who played the first Sonya?
Elizabeth Malecki. She basically, when they made Sonya, they were trying to get Cynthia Rothrock.
Yeah,
And
you can see
obviously-
it. You can definitely see it.
Well, they wanted to get Jean-Claude Van Damme to play Johnny
Play
Cage.
Johnny Cage, yeah.
Yeah. And it was basically supposed to be a ripoff of Enter the Dragon. And
Yeah.
then the whole Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
mythos just
Yeah, because Bruce Lee is the one who named it. He says it in Enter the Dragon, Mortal Kombat. He says the
finish him.
Yep.
But yeah. I don't know. It's weird the direction that Mortal Kombat went in. Like, went from like ninjas and stuff to like robots, and
cyborgs.
yeah.
Yeah, some of that shit was way too much. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I didn't mind the cyborgs. I didn't like that they turned Smoke into a cyborg. They should have kept Smoke
Yeah.
a ninja.
Yeah,
well, in Ultimate you heard about the story with Ultimate MK3, right?
No.
no.
So they released Mortal Kombat 3, and it's the only Mortal Kombat 3 that doesn't have a Sub-Zero. Oh, I'm sorry, doesn't have a Scorpion in it. And Scorpion was pretty much the mascot for
Yeah, for this.
Mortal Kombat because he was the easiest character to use,
Mhm.
and it pissed a lot of people off. And instead,
Yeah,
they had,
him and Sub-Zero were the Ken and Ryu of the series.
exactly.
The characters
And-
everybody used.
Mhm.
And it sucked because like they were trying to make it Liu Kang as like the dude, and people are like, dude, he's so vanilla. Like,
Yeah,
Well, he
it's
didn't
the
even do
ninjas.
anything too drastic in the first one when he does the fatality.
yeah, he doesn't.
It's
He
just
just
a cartwheel kick and an uppercut.
yep,
Mhm.
no blood or anything. He was the
there
only
was
one
blood,
you could
there
do
was
a stage
blood, but that
fatality
was
with.
it. There's no gore. Like not like he
Yeah,
knocked
no
the guy's head off
dismemberment.
or anything.
Yeah, but so they released Mortal Kombat 3,
Mhm.
and there was no Scorpion, and there was a bunch of other characters missing. Like they didn't have Katana, there was no Melina. Like, and again, this is coming off the heels of Mortal Kombat 2, which in my opinion was the best of the
Yeah,
trilogy.
two
Yeah, that was fun.
Two didn't have Sonya or Kano.
Kano. Yeah, they were actually
You're
in
in
the
the
background.
background in Shao Kahn's level. Yeah.
Yeah, that always
Yeah.
pissed me off too.
Well, so they released Mortal Kombat 3. It pissed a lot of people off, and they're like, "Oh shit! Well, we got to do course corrects because Mortal Kombat 3 isn't doing that well in the arcade compared to Mortal Kombat 2. Like, this is clearly a step down." But they're like they were trying to do ketchup and mustard, aka Cyrax and Sector. They were supposed to be like the characters to get everybody's like, they were going to be the new fan things. And people were like, what are these two dudes in dirt bike outfits? This is
Yeah,
dumb.
no one,
yeah,
no
they're
one,
so
no one
dumb.
really. I mean, I did use them, but like they weren't like my favorite character.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you wanted the ninjas. So after losing all the sales and stuff, they had already pushed out the home versions of the game. So there was Mortal Kombat 3 for the SNES and the Genesis and all this shit. And then all of a sudden, they made an arcade revision of Ultimate MK3. And that included Katana, Melina, a Smoke that wasn't a robot.
Oh yeah, they
So-
put this out for PS1, right? Didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. Yeah, one of my friends had it.
And it pissed off people even more because they're like, motherfucker, I just bought Mortal Kombat 3 and now there's this Ultimate Mortal. What the fuck?
They had both Sub-Zeros, right? Didn't they have the masked
Yep.
and unmasked?
Mhm.
Yeah, they had Bihan and Kuai Liang. Yeah.
When did they bring Frost in?
That was during the 3D. I think that was in the PS2. I want to say it was in Deception,
Which
but
one
it
is
could have
Frost?
been Deadly Alliance.
She's the
She's the
female one.
lesbian.
She's one of the female ninjas out of the
Lin
Sub-Zero
Kuei.
clan.
Yeah. Yeah, she had the white hair that was like all frosted upwards.
I liked her.
Look-
She was a cool character.
Yeah, dude, what they did to her in Mortal Kombat 11, was it 11?
Oh,
Yeah.
did they turn into a cyborg or something too?
Yeah, she's all like robot and shit, and it's
Yeah.
just
No, yeah, her original look was amazing.
yeah, she had a nice rack.
Yeah, she looked cool. I really liked it. But yeah, I think her head, like fucking one of the moves, like it spun or some shit. I'm like, what the hell did they do to her?
Yeah,
When they
yeah, she
finally
could
did
pull her
put
head
her
off
back.
and blow it up.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Morons.
yeah, but like the robots thing, dude, you're Mortal Kombat, like robots.
Yeah.
You know, well, so in Mortal Kombat 1 here, the DLC. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you can still destroy a cyborg, right? You're technically still killing a cyborg, right?
Well, here's one for you. There's a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 1. He has yet to come out, and this makes zero sense because the game is about gore, right? Like you do the X-rays where you see the bones break. And
Yeah, I
it shows
really
how-
got a little tired of them doing that.
Well, how does that work for the DLC character that they're releasing, which is the T-1000?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yay.
true. Well, also, yeah,
beating
you
up
know
a
what?
couple of-
I've seen shots of the last Mortal Kombat where the DLC characters are RoboCop and Terminator, and someone did the fatality of the Terminator. The Terminator's like got like inside like guts hanging out and shit. I'm like, wait a second, that's not the Terminator.
Yeah, the Terminator is a giant endoskeleton
Mhm.
with bioflesh or whatever wrapped over him. Like,
Yeah.
And we've seen that the Terminator doesn't have human insides. We've
Yeah.
seen it.
yeah, you could literally catch him on fire, burn all of the flesh off of him, and it's a big metal skeleton underneath.
Well, I also thought it was funny.
But
When
they
they
kept the metal skeleton though. They just gave him extra parts.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Was it part 3 when they started doing the brutalities?
Yes,
And
well,
when
that
the
was the
guy
ultimate.
when the guy would blow up, there'd be like 3 rib cages on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, there were some awesome ones. I think it was the Predator one. Was he in 10? He was
Yeah,
either in
yeah,
10 or 11. And one of his moves, like you'll do his combo, and if you do it properly and you keep holding down the button, he would like decapitate whoever the hell you were fighting at any point in the game. The brutality. I had so much fun playing.
Wait, you don't even have to wear the guy down?
Yeah,
No, you get him
It's like a
halfway down.
one-hit kill. That's
basically,
fucking
yeah,
Well,
crazy.
it's a
yeah.
combo kill.
Yeah, in the middle of the combo that you're doing, which wasn't that complicated to do. It was like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 moves, and by that last move, if you just keep your thumb held down on the direction pad towards them, he just fucking take their head off. Dude,
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
He had a net like Cyrax, and one of his brutalities was he it's like that death scene in Resident Evil the movie where the red laser grid goes through the guy.
Cuts
Yeah,
There's
him
like
into
this
cubes.
piping hot net. Yeah, piping hot net goes through and just turns him to a Jello Jigglers.
That's awesome. Holy
Man.
shit, man.
Yeah,
I mean, there was still a lot of fun stuff. It's just, don't destroy the characters though and their designs.
I got really tired. Like whenever they started doing the X-ray shit, it's like, come on, man. Like it's
I thought it was
well,
pretty
the
fun.
X-rays were more brutal than the actual fatalities, and it kind
some of them, yeah,
Yeah.
some of them were over the top.
I don't know. I didn't mind. Like I got back into Mortal Kombat. I think on 9 when they brought Freddy Krueger in.
Yes,
And
I
Kratos.
love that one.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Oh, I
Dude,
can't
Kr-
even remember the last one I played. It had to have been at my friend's house.
Yeah, they were good though.
Yeah,
Why does
I
Jade
love,
look
like-
black there?
because she is. They made
She
her
is?
black, and yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, she's black in the new games too.
Why do I not remember her being black?
Because she wasn't in MK2, she was like orange.
Okay.
RNG.
Yeah. She had like the Trump complexion, and she had like
Huge.
copper.
Fantastic
Yeah.
win. We're winning all day long.
Oh, look, Noob Saibot.
Noob
versus
Saibot.
Westbrook.
You know what that is, right?
Tobias and Boone
Boone
backwards.
Tobias, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they put this
Wait.
whole story around him.
I don't. Ed Boon. Tobias was which one?
The art director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ed Boon was the product manager, and John Tobias was the art director. And those
Yeah,
were, like,
that was
two
John
founding ones.
Tobias. I was trying to remember his first name.
Man, yeah, they that was part of the Chicago like the Midway developer like group. Like,
Oh, Midway was
What-
killing it, especially with the arcades for a while, man.
God,
Midway was fucking cranking out some awesome arcade games.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Smash
Like when I was in,
TV. Remember Smash TV?
I'd buy that for $1.
Big money, big prizes.
Actually, yeah. Let me get that one. I'll bring that one up. I freaking the nostalgia on that.
You have that on arcade, right?
Yep. It's let's get to where are we? Arcade. Arcade classics. Oh, I'm in the SOB. We're in the STs. But I just love that. I'd buy that for $1. I'm like, hey, I heard that before.
It was the dude from RoboCop.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was also, I think they did it on the Running Man.
The game was kind of like the Running Man.
Yeah.
Like you're
Was
going
that
from
char-
room to room, blowing shit up.
Wasn't that? Didn't they do one like that too in Goodfellas? I think
Did
he had
they
the
do-
commercials? Oh fuck, I can't remember. Oh.
Where is Smash TV? Oh, we're in SN.
Oh, I think you passed it.
Yeah, I think it did. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Woo! Yeah, this game is so damn fun. The only problem is you have to play. Like, I only have 2 sticks for my arcade cabinet.
Mhm.
So the only way that you can play this 2-player or more is with Xbox controllers. So I have those plugged in as well. But it kind of defeats the purpose of it being in an arcade cabinet.
Okay.
So when you play the game, you have to grab the controllers that I have mounted on the front of the machine. And it's just,
Single player has to use both of those.
yeah, it's a twin stick shooter.
Yeah, the arcade
Okay.
had it where you had you press up on the right control on the right joystick to shoot right, left, shit like that.
Mm.
But when the home systems had it where you just press the button.
Oh
Yep.
Dude, the other game I love that was kind of like that top-down shooter. Loaded and Reloaded.
Oh, yeah.
Those are awesome. Those guys are crazy. You had that character with Flank, Cap in Hands. Just
What
the
was it
names
called?
too. Loaded.
How long ago was this?
Oh,
PS2.
yeah,
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. Yeah, that shit was
Huh,
fun.
I've never heard of that shit.
Yeah, they were lunatics.
Oh, look at the distant future.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is
maybe
100% like we'll make the Running Man into a video game.
That was crazy shit. I think it's the same guys who made Twisted Metal, who did Loaded.
God, yeah.
Yeah, well,
The
this
80s.
was what Williams. Williams was Midway, right?
I think so. Yeah. Williams was the. See, I'd buy that
Yeah,
for
there you
$1.
Big money, big prizes.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Poodle in the front, party in the back.
yeah. Oh no, it's got what's her face's chained heat. Like,
Yeah. Look at it.
Civil Danning.
Yeah.
Two Civil Dannings right there.
in the pale.
Shit.
Oh, this isn't even the 80s. This is 1990.
90.
Oh my God. Mutoid Man.
Yeah, this is the thing that looks like Krang. It's like Krang on a tank.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I think my cousin had this.
I never beat the arcade of this, but my friend had one of the Midway collections for PS2, and it was exact like the arcade, and we
Oh, wow.
ended up beating that shit, and it was fucking hilarious. So they give you a bonus room. I don't know what we did to unlock this bonus room. Instead of money and prizes, you were collecting bitches in bikinis. They had
Yes!
girls in bikinis. You had to go collect them all before you leave the room.
That's awesome.
Damn, I get my own harem if I win this.
That was fucking hilarious.
God, I hope that's in the arcade version.
It had to have been. It had to have been.
Bitches in bikinis. Guys, you ever play a game called Berserk?
I
Sounds
was
familiar.
just playing the Atari version of it not too long ago.
Oh, so dude, the arcade version was
see.
one of the first games to use synthesized voice.
Mhm.
And when it was doing the attract screen, the robots would be like intruder alert, you know, all that.
Yeah.
And then during the attract mode, it would go coin detected in pocket.
Yeah, I never fucking ever came across the arcade of that. I had it for the 2600.
God, yeah. Well, let me see. too bad. It looks.
Yeah, this
because,
game
you
was
know,
like more of a. So this game was basically a souped-up version of Berserk.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the?
By the way, Chris, how is that new Mortal Kombat game? Is it worth it? Is it just?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the changes to the combat. So they have these things called cameos, and it's these like 1 or 2 move dudes that jump into like assist, almost like in Marvel versus Capcom.
Okay.
But it becomes like they're on cooldowns, and they become part of your move repertoire. And it feels like a step. Like in my opinion, I think the game series mechanics peaked at Mortal Kombat X. Because Mortal Kombat 11, the one with Rambo and stuff, like I didn't like that you had 2 meters you had to keep.
They
like
threw in Rambo as a DLC.
Yeah,
I was pissed. I have all of them except for him, and it pissed me off so fucking much because they did like that extra Ultimate Edition after the fact.
Yeah,
Bastards. Because there was like a sale, like what is it, Thanksgiving Day sale, whatever bullshit. And I'm like, oh, I thought that was a definitive edition. Nope, there was one more they were dropping. So like, I got it on discount, but I'm like, I'm still not paying for what the fuck,
Yeah, I never played the arcade of this, and I played the shit out of this when I was a little kid playing Atari. Oh, the graphics ain't that much different.
No, let me see if I can play this. I don't think I have the system configured for it.
What's the name of this one?
Berserk.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Let's see. Well, let me see if I can. Yeah. Oh, so input this machine.
Yeah, there's a bad guy in this called Evil Otto, and
It's just a smiley face.
And you can actually see a little glimpse of Evil Otto when you shoot the robots. When they explode, it's a little smiley face.
Interesting.
Yeah, let me just set the controllers because I'm on a new machine and I haven't.
You know what else was a fucking awesome arcade game? That Indiana Jones game. That shit.
Oh yeah.
And then they made a terrible NES version of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember an arcade one.
No, where you like going around and rescuing the kids. There's that part where you're going in the fucking
Temple of Doom?
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
Okay. Oh shit! I didn't know they made one like that.
Okay, let's get this. I want to hear.
I was hearing good things about that new one that just dropped, but I think it's just Xbox or some shit, and it's only first person.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
A first person Indiana Jones game. I don't know.
It's retarded. But they said it actually. I heard like the story's really good and stuff on it.
No, the graphics really aren't far off from the Atari. It moves better. He's faster, but there's Evil Otto. It's just a bouncing smiley face.
Did you shoot at him too, or no?
No, he if he catches up to you, he electrocutes you.
Oh, but you can't kill him.
Nah.
Ah!
I think there was a setting on the Atari where you could do it where you could shoot him, but he comes back, like, it's just to get a couple of seconds away from him.
Shit. Ah! Shit! He can shoot diagonal.
It's a very advanced game.
Ah!
Oh shit! They shoot diagonal. In the Atari version, they don't.
Yep.
Destroy the humanoid. Humanoid intruder alert, intruder alert.
Oh, okay, this is gonna give me anxiety.
Oh, find load.
Yeah.
Or loaded, whatever the hell it was. Loaded, I think it was.
Hold on.
Yeah, show slash for that one. That was pretty crazy.
Now, is that
Should be
loaded?
PlayStation 1, I think.
Oh shit! All right, let's go to the PS1 consoles, and then PS1. There we are. Crash. So it's loaded.
Oh shit,
Oops, I
that
pressed the
game,
wrong button.
that game D. That was like
Yeah.
I played like 2 games for the Saturn, and that was one of them. That was the haunted house game, right?
Yeah, that's the one where it's like well, actually she's like the daughter of Dracula or something.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, it's sorry, I accidentally pressed the escape because I'm navigating this on a controller, but I also have a keyboard resting on my arcade cabinet, and I like bumped into it and it like keeps killing the. All right, so PlayStation 1, where are we? It's loaded. All right, let's try L. Look at that, I got 1,300 games in here, so it's like,
So they
wow.
made an ET game for PlayStation 1.
yep.
That's
It's,
crazy.
apparently, they didn't learn their lesson after the first one killed the entire console. But,
Oh shit!
oh,
I
there it
could
is.
Oh,
I
there it
could play
was.
that game though. I was like, that
Yeah.
game's terrible, but I don't know. I could sit down and play it.
Yeah, like something like this you probably enjoy. This thing was crazy. You get like these specials as well. So you'll have like your regular kind of whatever gun it is, and then you have like whatever the special. There was one that fuck, what was it? This big character had like teddy bear bombs that will like go off. Yeah, they were nuts. Like they sprayed all over the place.
Interplay.
Yeah, Cap in Hands I liked. He was
That sounds something like from Twisted Metal or something.
yeah, I believe it was the same creator, that David Jaffe guy.
Oh shit! Jaffe did this?
I believe so. I'm not 100%, but I thought it was him that did this.
Man, what the hell happened to Jaffe?
I don't know.
Man, I had fucking PS1 was a good system too. They had
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a R type for this, and it just like a couple other games, it just poof gone. It just disappeared.
Man. In 95, this one. Holy shit.
Oh, so was this like a launch title?
I think. Well, I think the PlayStation came out in '94.
95 in
Oh, was
America.
it?
Yeah, I don't know where anywhere else, but I know it was 95.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember I was out of high school, so it was like,
Yeah.
shit.
I think all these characters, like, they escape, like, an asylum or something. And they're trying to get their freedom. Yeah. They were really fucked up nuts.
I just see the fucking sumo guy in the diaper.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Yeah, Flank and Cap in Hands. Yeah, Cap in Hands, I played as him a lot.
Oh my god, a Troon.
Oh my god! So, and his name is Butch.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Bill Clinton
Oh
in the
my
dress.
god!
Oh, shit.
So what is it like? You're just like running around in the pit, like shooting at the other guys?
You're trying to get out of this place. Yeah, with crazy bosses, and like you get other like crazy people coming at you. The asylum ones running at you. Yeah, it was wacky, man. It was like like Twisted Metal kind of shit. It's like one of those kind of just like shoot 'em, beat 'em up kind of game.
Like overhead.
Yeah, I forgot the full story of it.
Man.
I think like you're fighting to escape this place and get your freedom or some shit.
What happened to Twisted Metal? Do they still do that? Have they made a Twisted Metal anytime recently?
Yeah, there's Twisted Metal Black. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that
So
was
wasn't
fun.
that for PS2 though?
Yeah, it was old.
Oops.
I mean, like recently they haven't done any, right?
They try to do something. I can't fucking remember. You get like key cards to open up those other doors and shit.
So just there it is.
Oh, yeah.
I got a key card. Is it? No.
Oh, not that one.
I don't like how I can't strafe. Is there like a? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, no, wait. Is it?
You should be able to pin.
Yeah.
Usually the
yeah.
shoulder buttons, right?
Yep. Left shoulder does strafe. Well, that's a blue door, so I need a yellow door. That's blue. That's green. These lights are yellow. Maybe this is a yellow. No, that's green. Man, they really want to fuck me up. That's orange.
There was an Evil. They had a couple of Evil Dead games for the PS2. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
kinda like this.
Hail to the king.
One of them was really good, and I did
Where's
not.
yellow?
My friend let me 2 of them. I don't know how many they made, but one of them was really good. The other one I didn't like.
I saw it in Walmart. They had that new one that just came out. It was a double feature: Mike Myers, and Ash Williams.
Oh, nice.
Figures?
No, the game.
video
Oh,
games.
game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did like a retro kind of side scroller.
Oh,
But yeah, I didn't pick it up. There was one sitting there. I don't know shit about it. I remember seeing the trailer somewhere, and someone said the games are super hard though. But yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Oh, damn. Look at that carnage I did.
Yes, I mean the game's a bloodbath.
holy yeah! This is
Yeah, you
fucking
should-
everywhere.
I forgot what his special is. They all have like a special that they do.
He's
I
killing
think I
people before they were on the
accidentally
screen.
Well, yeah, I think I did this guy's special, and it was just like a black cloud of death.
Nice.
Did they do any more of these?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
there's one called Reload. Hold on, let me.
you reloaded.
Obviously, yeah. You have
Yeah.
to fucking do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oops.
Hey, what's up, Lurch? How you doing, man?
Hey man,
Hey.
how you doing, Lurch?
Let's see. Here we are. Oop.
Yeah,
Alright.
this is Chris doing this, Lurch.
Hey, yeah.
I don't
Be able to-
the games I don't have any of the fucking I don't have past the fucking Super Nintendo.
yeah, this is just my my arcade machine.
Mhm.
Come on, where's Reloaded? It's gonna be down. Ooh, they made a game about Razor scooters. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, we got more boobies. That almost looks like a Beasley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Simon
Yeah.
Bisley.
it probably is.
It might be, yeah.
Damn.
That skeleton guy definitely looks like Bisley.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one I was playing. Oh, it's uncensored and uncut. Woohoo! Well, I had to get so there's a game on, I think it was the PS2. I had to get the European version of it called BMX XXX because the American version censored out all the boobies.
Huh.
So, yeah, it was like a chick on a like BMX bike or whatever, and she's got her tits flying around with jiggles.
That's cool.
And they censored that in the American version. But for some reason, the Europeans are really pussies about violence, but freaking love their titties. So I'm like, I think I'd rather have the titties in the BMX game. So
yeah. That's funny.
well, this is cool. I
Yeah.
can add those to my
Those are
Ready to Rumble, the Michael Jackson game. I'ma fuck you up. Look at that.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he's right there on the right in the white getting his ass kicked. Shamona.
Wait, it really is Michael Jackson?
Yep,
think I
100%.
played
He's an
one of
unlockable
these.
character in this?
No, he actually was involved in the development of it.
Oh.
He
okay.
was?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, dude. Michael Jackson was like up until when the his My Tribe ruined his career. He was dude. This guy was like a huge video game fan, and he was partnered with Sega. Like they had the Moonwalker games.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Mhm.
he was directly involved and you know a lot of people
That
say no
Moonwalker game
that's
was pretty fun. I like that.
I loved it. I loved both versions, the arcade,
Arcade
and
too,
the
yeah.
but so he was involved in the soundtracks for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and they completely disavowed. It's like nope, no, he wasn't, nope. And it's like there are people that were related to him, like yeah, he was heavily involved in Sega's game. Like
Wow.
you know what I mean? He had the money, and he's like, dude, I'll do whatever. I want to be in these games. Like this is my shit.
Holy
And,
shit.
Yeah, he had a Sega arcade at Neverland Ranch. Like he had like almost every freaking Sega arcade game out there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it really sucks because they could have, like, if My Tribe didn't ruin his career,
Mhm.
Like there could have been a lot more Michael Jackson music games, or like, because like in Sonic, think about it, like Sonic the Hedgehog. You know the red shoes that Sonic has with the little white buckle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That supposedly was a something Michael Jackson had suggested for the design. Because if you look at the prototype, he was originally Sonic the Needle Mouse, and when they got him into the Hedgehog,
The Needle
finishing-
Mouse.
yeah, and, well, I can't remember what the Japanese word for it was, but it was a little more catchy than Needle
Yeah.
Mouse. But yeah, like the finishing touch, they're like, what is this Sonic the Hedgehog thing missing? And supposedly, as the story goes, Michael Jackson said you should give him red shoes with big white buckles to offset because he's got a really big head,
Yeah.
and you want to put a symmetry to it.
Mhm.
And it's like the dude knew his shit, because that completed the design. It made the character look a hell of a lot
I mean, he was very artistic.
And then he said,
know?
hee hee.
better. Yeah, here's the.
What can
the-
I try drinking Jesus juice?
You want to see the freckle on my schmeckle? Man, yeah, this was probably the PS1 was probably one of my favorite. I would say it's up there, if not my favorite system. Probably like at least number 2.
I would say PS2 is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that fighting game was awesome too with the tiger.
Is it
What the hell's the name of it?
Typhoon?
Typhoon, yeah.
I remember just seeing ads for this. I never played it.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, every
that-
level.
It's got to be better than Shaq Fu, right?
Oh yeah. Every level
Oh, the
that it's
remake.
like yeah, you beat the boss, whatever, you acquire like another special like move. You
Like
could do
Mega
it-
Man. You collect
Sorta,
the powers
yeah.
like Mega Man.
Yeah, but he could do like something like Bruce Lee's like 1-inch punch or some shit.
Oh
like that.
shit!
He'd have like a fire kick. Like yeah. It was pretty sweet.
Oh damn, man. Yeah. See, like that's what I love about this is it's like because I have this big freaking huge catalog. It's like
Yeah, I
I
had
don't
this.
need new games.
I had this awesome. Oh, Tenchu Stealth Assassins was dope.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I had this fucking. It was like an anniversary edition of Pong for PS1, where it wasn't just standard Pong. Like they had all these like different like. They had like different sorts of games, but like the basis was Pong. But they would have a soccer field. You know what I mean? On one level,
Yep.
like there were water levels and shit.
Yeah. It was like a medieval castle, I think.
Yeah.
Was one.
Yeah.
Do you remember the intro to this one? It's
been
in
so long
African.
since I played this.
Wayo, like it's not Japanese, but it's like here we go. Oh shit! Like they had the game sung in like Swahili or something. Here we go. And he's vomit now.
Yeah, I forgot about the infinite loading times for the PlayStation.
Here we go. This is Ricky Maru's Shinobito. Araba!
Yeah, I used to have to use cheat codes to beat this fucking game.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not above
hard.
using cheat codes.
Hey, if it makes the game more fun.
Yeah, that's
You know
the
what I'm
point.
saying? I don't want to play Contra with only 3 lives. I want the fucking
Yeah,
30
fuck
lives.
that. Dude, I remember my cousin. He fucked up, or there was like another glitch, and he basically turned invisible. So like no one could shoot through him,
In
and like,
Contra.
he can even go through the walls. Like we
Oh,
did an
shit.
accident. We were fucking around.
Yeah, I remember running into crazy shit like that. It's
Yeah.
just like fucking.
And something like that happened with the first the Legacy of Kain game when I rented it. It was some kind of weird glitch, and I just walked through like a giant sections of the game.
I remember. I think it was one of the SmackDown games. I hit somebody with I hit the computer with a chair, and he was stuck. Like he didn't like he was standing up, but he wasn't moving. I'm trying to do moves to him, trying to get him out of it, and he wasn't doing anything.
Huh.
I remember I was playing Grand Theft. I was playing Grand Theft 3, and it was one of the Humvee missions where you're timed. Like they'll give you like a minute to do the Humvee, like run the track in the Humvee,
Well,
and
Shit.
in the middle of the clock running, the clock just disappeared. It was and I ruined my chance because I ended up crashing the Humvee. I ended up ruining my chance to fucking beat that shit with no time.
Damn.
Vice City was like my fucking favorite, I think. With Ray Liotta.
Yeah, they were all fun.
Yeah, they were. I never played 5 though. I think my brother
Me
just
neither.
recently
I
picked
never
it up.
played 5.
Yeah. Nico was the last one, or the fourth one.
Nico Bellic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up.
All right. Sweet, man. Well,
Hey, thanks
Got-
guys for chilling, man.
Yeah.
got to show off my little arcade cabinet.
Yeah, that arcade setup is amazing.
How you doing,
Thanks, man.
Shifty?
Hey, Shifty. Yeah, Tenchu. Stealth Assassin.
So desu.
Onimusha was still there. That's so fucking good. I do like that that's available on Switch. For the Capcom games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Onimusha was a lot of fun.
God, that's a series that could have been really good, like with a remake or
Oh yeah, man, like a reimagination or some shit. Or,
Wrath of Heaven. Like, yeah, like
dude, the move sets, the main character, everything was so fucking good about that.
I would honestly, I wouldn't even mind if they did the Jean Reno game remade too.
Yeah, it was still good. I mean, I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to get that extra audience.
Yeah,
What, the
French.
professional guy?
Yeah, Leon the Professional was in that game. Yeah,
He was in the third one.
and then he goes back in time with what was the guy's name? Sam Sonoski? No,
Samanosuke.
yeah, Samanosuke. Yeah,
Yeah,
The-
that shit
and
was
then-
awesome. I was so
Yeah.
pissed that he wasn't the main in the second game. But then in the second game, they got the guy from, was it Heavy Rain, the Ridley Scott movie. They got a dead actor and they put his face as like the lead character. So that was pretty cool. The Jubei, I think his name was.
Jubei.
Yeah, I mean they got a little. The cast was too big. I thought with the other characters they tossed in there, but the game itself was still pretty good. And at the end of it, they left you with the cliffhanger of Samanosuke that he's coming back. And then the third game, they brought him back and they did like a time travel thing. And you had Jean Reno from present day who gets like the demons come out and like they're in modern time, and then he kind of he's got to go back in time. It was cool. He did a mix. It was mostly in Paris and then in Japan. Yeah, it was crazy that they did that.
Yeah, I remember I was actually when they first announced it, they had the trailer up on the big wall at the Game Developers Conference,
Mhm.
and East meets West. I'm like, oh boy, what is this? And then they showed like the Jean Reno, and I'm like, oh shit, are they making a Leon the Professional game? And then they showed the other dude there, but it wasn't, or at least at the time, it wasn't Samanosuke, it was somebody else. And I'm like, what is this? And then it just showed them like in modern day being attacked by demons. And I'm like, what game is this? And all of a sudden it just goes, Onimusha. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was a huge surprise.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that shit. It was good.
man.
I'm
Yeah.
glad actually I had those weapon designs in the second game though, so that was pretty
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah, man. So did you guys ever make a Jean Reno figure, or is it just
No, it was he strictly had the rights for the second game, and that's because I got it literally out of the trash. Those figures would have never happened.
What series was this again?
Onimusha?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Onimusha
or
2.
Demon Warrior.
Yeah, I found it in the garbage. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, you guys had Onimusha? And they're like, huh? What's that? And then when I told them how much the first game made, it broke like all the records for the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
It was
whatever it was.
Resident Evil with Samurai.
Yeah, dude, the boss, he spit up food all over the place, nearly choked on himself. He was having lunch and he was like, wow, what's that? And he took a big bite. I'm like, this made like, I think at the time, what was it? They sold like over 8 million units like on day one or some shit.
Yeah,
That was
it was a
pretty
breadwinner
huge.
for Capcom.
Yeah. And he's like, what? We could have done the first one. I'm like, what? And you didn't? He goes, no. Todd said we'll make our own samurais, and that's why we did our own. I'm like, oh, Chris, you have a couple of them, the ones that exploded.
Yeah, the ones that self-destructed. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yep. Yeah, and that happened on day one with those figures too, by the way.
Like
What do you
super
mean?
cheap
Like they would just
plastic.
fucking
They were
crumble?
made like shit. They were made like
Yeah.
shit. And they'd fucking fall apart in your hands.
And they censored the shit out of my freaking Kabuki warrior chick.
Yeah, she was
Or the
supposed to have,
geisha.
yeah, her legs were all supposed to be bare skin, and they'd put like black fucking leotards painted.
Yeah. It's like, why is she wearing yoga pants? Like, what?
Fucking retarded. There was supposed to be 2 versions of that. I don't know if the other one ever came out, but yeah, because I had already started working for them at that point. But yeah, oh my god, it was infuriating. I'm like, well, you had the first license, they go, the creator of the series absolutely loved McFarlane's artwork and shit, and he loved the figures that were coming out. So they tried to approach him, and I saw the reference. The reference was fucking tremendous. Like 3 Bibles put together.
Oh, damn.
Massive amounts of information. And then when the one that I found in the garbage, it was like he sent it like I would still like it to happen, but I know it probably won't type thing. So it was like a thin little folder. I don't know, maybe 40, 50 pages worth of stuff in there. And I was like, yeah. And I was really excited because I'm like, I got to see like the prototype shit before the game ever came out. And I even got to see like the opening. The cinematic wasn't finished. Like half of it was. And
Oh,
so I
damn.
still had like wired kind of, like, I guess how they built it or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was like, holy shit, man. But it's because I saved the damn thing. And yeah, I did all the poses for the characters, and I designed like what is it, maybe 15 different weapons, and 3 of them made it into the game. That's why at the end of the game, they thank McFarlane Studio Group or whatever. Like I didn't get a specific credit, but it was the McFarlane Group. I got a special thanks at the end of the game.
Man. Yeah, dude, like that always sucks. Like I don't think I have my name in any games credits now.
No.
'Cause
Oh man.
yeah, all of the games. So every game that I've worked on was a service, and every one of those services is no longer. The only one that wasn't a service was Project Offset, which was the first game that I worked on that never even saw the light of day. And that was because Namco dropped us, and then the brothers wanted to keep their engine and all that stuff, so they ended up banking it around and got one of the worst deals possible. And Intel ended up buying it up, and they were going to use the Project Offset engine or whatever for their Project Larrabee integrated graphics like campaign. And they bought up the company, got everybody to fly up and live in San Francisco at the time. I fortunately had jumped ship over to the Mark Kern's company, and they ended up laying off everybody and shutting down the Larrabee project that for Offset. So all that shit just got bought up and buried.
Jesus.
You know, yeah. So that game will never see the light of day. And then Firefall, the game I was working with Kern's team, that was a clusterfuck. And they ended up shutting it down because they ended up selling it to the Nine, which was a Chinese publisher, distributor, or whatever, and they shut the servers down. So I'm not credited in that in any way, shape, or form. And then Defiance, another game that service that I worked on, that TV show / game, like that was another disaster. And after the second season of the show, the game shut down, and the series got canceled. So my name's not on that unless you want to somehow reverse engineer the disc to play the credits. I don't know. And then the Assassin's Creed shit that I worked on there. I did that whole thing with the Sengoku era with a couple of my teammates there. Hell, they flew us out to fucking Japan,
Yeah.
And it's a shitty little mobile game. Yeah. Do you realize how many hoops we had to jump through to like get that shit canonized, to like get it so it was part of, like, you know, you're talking about the Bibles or whatever. I think I showed you the shit I had.
Oh yeah.
And they canceled that, so my name's not on that. And then I thought, well, the last thing that I could at least leave my name on was the Sengoku era story. And then nope, they threw it all out so they could have black samurai and lesbian Ninja or whatever for their game that the Assassin's Creed Shadows that's coming out.
Yep.
So I have nothing to show for the decade that I wasted in that shithole industry.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, and that stupid game too. Yeah, you know that it's already tanked. It's not even out, and it's like sales are completely.
That was their Hail Mary.
Yep.
That was their, like, we were joking about that. They're like, it's the Ubisoft is going to be in trouble when they finally give the fans what they've been asking for since Ezio, which was Assassin's Creed Ninja's game. Like,
yeah. But here's the main thing of it: when you kill off Desmond, you killed off fucking at least 75% of the interest in that series.
Yeah, he was the story.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed was Desmond's story, and it was his ancestors that were giving him like the ancestral bleed or whatever to give him their powers so that he could face Abstergo in the modern day.
It could be the ultimate weapon against the fucking the Templars.
Yep. And they threw that all out so they could keep the bleeding this series and milking it for all it's worth. Yep. And it's lost all of its value because a lot of the games that they've been putting out have been crap. So, nobody wants that.
Yep. I thought Origins was pretty good, and the other one was a lot of fun. I know they fucked up the story, but just again, it became about playing in those ancient worlds rather than the story that was actually supposed to be there.
Yeah, they
fucking morons.
What am I going? I am
I don't have a PC.
1900
I got a laptop.
29. Yeah, I'm running a 4070 Ti Super 1900F I can't remember. It's an i9 something, and 32 gigs of DDR6 RAM or 5 RAM. So, yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't care. But it's numbers. But yeah,
I know
everything sucks these days. But
dude, I love
good stuff out there.
I love that that game's gonna fucking flop hard, and Japan was they were infuriated.
Dude, the amount of so we're out there in freaking Japan, and it's like we're doing we're going to all the temple shit.
All the
we have Japanese co-workers, because we want to. The whole point was you wanted to pay respect to this culture. This was and these guys turned around. I don't know what the frick happened.
And spit in the face of everyone.
Yeah, they're like, let's rewrite Japanese history. It's like, you don't know more than the people that lived on that island, dude.
Right.
Why don't you talk to the people that lived on that island and get the story from them? That's what we did.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's why I'm so happy that what company was it that did Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah,
because that was it.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need an Assassin's Creed game with a whole fucked up storyline that goes nowhere. We had the perfect fucking samurai game.
Yeah, with Jin Sakai. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that breaks my heart because that dude, I thought it was like winning the lottery. Getting in. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm being contracted, and I'm not. Like the way Ubisoft works is they contract out a lot of their shit, So it's like they don't Ubisoft proper studios are very insular. So I had a couple of friends that worked in those, or at least the ones up here in Quebec, and I'm like, dude, I feel like I won the lottery. I'm getting to work on an Assassin's Creed game. This is awesome. Reading all the books, doing all the shit, and then they're like, yep, we don't need that. We're gonna move up. Pack up shop and lay everybody off and then move over to Germany. And I guess you can reapply for a job in Germany. I'm like, nah, I'm all set.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go eat Shiza.
Jawohl. But that's why, that was the final straw for me. It was the whole time I'm chasing my dream career and it's just constant shit. I have never felt like I wasn't wanted in a place more in my life. I think I would be more welcomed into a ladies' room than I would be in the industry that made
hello biological ladies.
Yeah, nobody wanted you there, and it sucked too because there were some really cool people there, and it's just it was just you felt like you were in the trenches, just struggling, jumping from one sinking ship to the next, and all these stupid people making stupid fucking decisions that were above your pay grade, and all the decisions they made adversely affected you, and you couldn't complain or say anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it just got so bad where, like, I'll tell you, the curse is being able to, have really good eavesdropping skills unintentionally. And you're walking, at night, because we were on a 9-month crunch where we had to work from like 9 a.m. till like freaking 3 a.m,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting ready to leave the office, and I'm walking by this cubicle, and I just hear them shit talking me. I'm like, is that my name I just heard? And then I just keep walking, and then I hear, yeah, that fucking piece of blah, blah, fucking loser, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to. And then I come around the corner, and I see them all there, and then all of a sudden they just get all real quiet, and I'm like, oh, great, I got to pretend I didn't hear that. Yeah, it's just, these companies just, I've never felt so worthless and so unwanted or so like, and it's weird because as soon as I jumped that industry and I went like into cybersecurity, it was like the direct opposite. Like I got awards, I had a freaking poster of my ugly ass up on the wall at one point. Like,
Nice.
It's like, wow, like these people want me. Like, this is a weird sensation in a workplace.
Well, at least you don't got to deal with that anymore.
Right?
I know.
Chris is like, I got a weird erection in this new place.
yeah, I'm standing in front of everybody. Now I'm a dot on a map. But yeah, now I don't have to deal with that shit. But it's like I look at my on LinkedIn and shit, and I see all of my former colleagues, and a lot of them are a hell of a lot more talented than me, hell of a lot smarter at technology, the technical shit, and they're freaking scrambling for work, dude.
I know.
Like, I couldn't imagine having to move to like Europe and then to Asia and then to West Coast California, the East Coast New York, just to get like a job every few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. my sister went. She was at a university here, and she's like, "Yeah, I could have you come in and give a motivational speech to the kids that want to do video game development or whatever for Korea." And I'm like, I would go in there and be like,
Oh,
"Don't
God,
do
no.
it."
It's going to be like a Scared Street program.
Yeah, basically.
There's like a bunch of us.
I did that at a convention once. Yeah, what if you comic artist? I'm like, don't. You're gonna hear a lot of people say a lot of things. They said, yeah, you're not gonna make shit. You're gonna struggle a lot. And the whole industry is about who you know. It's not about your talent at all on any level.
Yeah. That's the worst of it, when you know that like you see people pass you up or lap you or whatever. Like we had coworkers that they were friends with, the CEOs and stuff, and they were fucking worthless, dude.
Yeah.
Like this one guy could not take, like he was a bully in the office. He literally shouted over my head at the guy in the queue behind me, calling him all sorts of slurs and stuff in the middle of the workplace. But he was immune because he was friends with the CEO, and he would design maps. Like part of our jobs were designing multiplayer maps, and he didn't understand basic concepts of map design. So we'd have these play tests, and then you'd get feedback, and then you'd take the feedback and make the changes accordingly. And he's up there, and he's like, he did his map, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, comes back to his desk all pissed off. And first of all, you should never be pissed off when you receive negative feedback for something, because those people are helping you,
Right.
And he sits down. He's like, these guys are fucking idiots. I don't know how many, I put arrows on the fucking ground and they still don't know where the objective is. These people are so stupid. And I'm like biting my tongue, being like, well, maybe because your map is shit.
Yeah. If it's complicated and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was constantly just all that shit, angry and bullying people and intimidating. Meanwhile, my dumbass, I make a map, and it wasn't good enough for a full test. So they put it in as a partial test, and they played it and they fucking loved it. And this one guy's like, I'm surprised it's taken us this long to get a map like this. That was the feedback.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
love it.
fucking office politics. It is. It's totally who you're friends with, who you know.
Yeah. It's awful.
Man.
All right, on that happy
Sorry,
note,
Slasher.
we're gonna close this out.
We didn't have fun talking about
Don't
it.
go behind the scenes, because it'll kill the magic.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, if you want to go ahead, throw your link
Oh hell yeah!
in the
Thank
chat.
you.
Thanks for
Yeah,
chilling, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for letting me show
man.
off my my little arcade cabinet.
This was cool. It's like seeing some of the games that I didn't know existed for these systems. Now for shits and giggles, I'm gonna try fucking Double Dragon for Atari 2600.
Hell yeah! Well, so I just posted it in the chat. If anybody's interested in epic fantasy comics, this is Infinitel Chronicles. It's kind of a Dungeon Dragons meets Record of Lodos with a bit of Irish and Celtic and Welsh mythology thrown in. And yeah, it's got people with pointy ears in it, but yeah, trust me, it gets cool and it gets violent. If you like elves, you'll like it. If you hate elves, you'll really like it because these guys get messed up. And yeah, book 2 is in production now, and we'll be we'll be launching probably the end of I'd say probably Q1, so in a couple of months from now, Q1 2025. And yeah, you can get that link. It has a link to the sign up page, and yeah, you can get special perks. So yeah, and thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
I had a
man.
blast.
Yeah. And thank you, Vinny, for coming and hanging out.
Dude, yeah, man, always a blast. Again, yeah, get a little work done and hanging out with some good fine folks here, talk about some cool stuff. Yeah, there's my link tree.
What
So
up,
yeah,
Ethan?
for the
How you
link.
doing? How you doing, Ethan?
Hey,
I'll go
buddy.
back to your link in a sec.
Oh, you guys are gonna be playing those games. Shit. But yeah, we I got those campaigns running right now. Still, if you guys want to get some last minute gifts and stuff for family and friends and whatnot, shout out to the Kraken, Through the Woods. Those are all available still. Through the Woods is on the Shadow of the Kraken campaign. If you're looking for it, that's where it is. And yeah, we do have the art books and the kid book available over on the Volume 3 art campaign, so go check all that out. And yeah, stay tuned for my Sunday stream. We're probably going to continue the conversation that we had started earlier. Again, sorry, I had family stuff I had to take care of, but yeah, so we wrapped up early. But yeah, Sunday we'll probably talk a little bit more about that and some more crazy stuff that's going on. But yeah, we'll be back with more reviews and stuff. I think on the 12th. So yeah, that Sunday, it should be the 12th. I think it is. But yeah, reviewing Arcane Season 2 with Trina, Tina, and Adam. Monotony was supposed to jump on as well, but I think he got busy with some family stuff too. So, yeah, a blast as always, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, man.
Slack
Weeb
channel.
Nation continues tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Weeb Nation will be back.
That's gonna
With
be fun.
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, you swear up and down it's better than part 1, right?
I do. I was one of my favorite animes that I've fucking seen. Yeah, it's solid, man.
Tommy, Etep, Lurch, Shifty, Trina, Frankie. Am I missing anybody? Soul Assassin. Thank you guys for joining us for this. Bone, thank you. And yeah, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Later, everybody.
Have a great night.
Good one.